All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece, seem basic. No Meek Millie, but I'm dream chasing. Took the shortcut like Anita Baker. I want the bright lights that you see in Vegas. I need a big house with like 3 basements. Drop an M on the whip, think I'm speed racing. Don't know if it's the Transformer or the Green Ranger. My nigga Mac got the beat banging. Young nigga selling crack as a teenager. Had fiends playing baseball out here free basing. Had me showing off the rings like a Freemason. My mama gone, but I keep pacing. Trying to keep it all together like I need braces. Family calling when they need favors. When I was broke, they was acting like complete strangers. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust saying you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
It's live. It's local. It's boxing. Jetta Promotions returns to charm.
What's good? What's good? What's good, man? Y'all know the vibes, man. It's CamJNetwork. We in the building, man. Hey, let me start off and let y'all know. Sorry for my tardiness. I had some shit I had to handle before I came on here, but we here with it. We lit with it. Got a great show in store. This gonna be a reaction show pretty much because we got 3 interviews to react to today, man. So definitely, man, salute to the family, man, coming in the building, and make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the hype button, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you're new to the channel, man, we doing great work on the channel, man. Yesterday had a lit ass show yesterday. Recapping the fights from this past weekend. Had my guy Boxing Source, man. Salute to my guy the Boxing Source. He came on and joined the panel, man. A lit ass panel, man. Though the panel that we had yesterday, that's the type of conversations, man. Intelligent boxing conversations. Those are conversations we like to have here on CamJNetwork, man, for sure. You feel me? So definitely hit that like button. Hype this show up, man. Help us in the algorithm. We need y'all help and y'all support in the algorithm. And if y'all want to support the channel through Cash App, it's $ CamJNetwork or Super Chat or Super Thanks. You already know we monetized up, man. Definitely, we need y'all support in that manner as well. You feel me? So definitely, man, we lit today, man. It's lit. Let's get it cracking. Let me salute to my family that's in the building. You feel me? And salute the Cuzzo Ring While Boxing Podcast. Y'all know the vibes, man. Subscribe to my cousin Ring While Boxing Podcast. We had a hell of a show that we did Sunday on his channel. Man, shit was lit, man. Shit was lit, man. I told you, we active, man. We active out here. You feel me? We active. You feel me? So salute the Ring While Boxing Podcast. Salute to my brother Opulent LDTV in the building, man. My brother, man. Salute to my guy. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Opulent LDTV as well, man. Doing a lot of great things with sports and entertainment on his channel, man, as well. Salute to my boy and my boy T Hill in the building, the commissioner of CamJNetwork, my guy, man. He said, all my life I was yeah. Hey, yes, sir. Salute to my brother T Hill in the building, man. And salute to my brother Enigma in the building, man. Enigma was good, my boy. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all subscribe to Enigma, man. He getting his channel going, man. And Enigma, you got enough subs to go live. I see you. I was watching your live that you did recently, whatever, man. Yeah, man. Start cooking up and going live, man. Get the cook up going, man, for sure, man. We definitely want to hear Enigma speaking his opinion on this boxing on this channel, man, for sure, man. So make sure y'all subscribe to my brother Enigma, man, for sure. That's my dog, man. And salute to my brother Crush, the legend in the building, man. Had a hell of a show this morning, man. Once again, coffees and donuts were grown up, man. This shit was fire. Man, salute to my brother Crush the Legend. Make sure y'all definitely subscribe to Crush the Legend as well. That's family. And James Johnstone in the building. Salute to my guy James Johnstone. Okay, returning back the next day. That's what's up. That's what's up. Salute to you, my guy. Salute. And my Sanders in the building. Louisville Finest in the building. My dog Josh Sanders, man. That's my brother, man. What's good, my boy? And my dog Josh 803 in the building, man. What's good with you? He said salute everyone, man. Yeah, salute everyone. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man, for sure. You feel me? Most definitely. We lit with it. And salute to my sister Kwee in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to my sister Kwee. Definitely doing her thing on a lot. Sports, entertainment, life in general, love, relationships, anything. You know what I'm saying? Go talk to the mother, man. Talk to my sister, Kwee, for sure. You feel me? So salute to my sister, Kwee, for sure, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to her. She live every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? Ring While Boxing Podcast, live every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? And Crush the Legend, live anytime between 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You feel me? We lit with it, man. We lit. Let's go down some more. Start out with a super chat from my brother Trey Skills in the building with the $2 banger in the super chat. He say salute, Cam, man. Salute to my brother Trey Skills, man, for the support on the channel early on, man. We gonna get it cracking today, man. Ain't really too much news currently right now in boxing right now, man. It's slow right now. It's very slow, but they giving us some content in the process from some fighters, you know what I'm saying, in general on the interview side, man. So we gonna get it cracking in a minute, man, for sure. I do want to highlight this though to start this off. Let's go ahead and talk about the fights this week real quick. So the fights this week, let's do that first. This rematch right here between Collins and Lorente. This fight is Friday. This fight is on the Zone from Queensberry right here, up in Scotland. So got a mail card going on in Scotland, man. So definitely this card, I'll be tapping in on this one Friday. Y'all already know I'm a boxing junkie, so I'll be watching a lot of these fights that be popping. And the big one, of course, you know, Friday night with MVP women, man, for sure. Alicia Baumgartner headlining this card for sure this Friday. Shadeja Green is the co-main. Bad news. Tammy Tabalt was supposed to be on this card, and I think her op ended up backing out with an injury. So Tammy Tabalt, her fight will not be on this card. They ended up getting canceled. But all the rest of the fights are on. You know what I'm saying? Jamal Harvey, Raquel Miller. You know what I'm saying? So definitely this Friday on ESPN, MVP 2 right here with these women in the building and some of the men from MVP, man. So salute the MVP, man, for sure. And another one for this week, Ben Whitaker and Suarez this Saturday. Of course, you know, Ben Whitaker, he was on the card, but they moved him up into being, you know, the main event with Colin Smith getting a rib injury during camp, and that fight ended up being canceled. So these are the fights that we have this weekend. Light weekend, you know, a light week in boxing, and a little bit in a sense for us, the news wise, like I mentioned, ain't really too much crazy news. I can go ahead and report this was Manny Pacquiao yesterday was on Inside the Ring and was letting them know, like, yo, the deadline to finalize this Mayweather Pacquiao fight is today. You like, hey, tomorrow, this is the deadline. Let's get this shit cracking. You know what I mean? If he ain't signing, then we suing him. So a lot of crazy shit going on for us this rematch with Mayweather and Pacquiao right now, man. We'll know some news about this today. Sometime today, we'll know what Mayweather is going to do for us this fight, man. A lot of nasty work around Floyd Mayweather's name currently, man. Man getting sued by the IRS. He got sued by a plane company for $105K. Like, he just is all over the place for Floyd Mayweather right now, man. So real nasty work right now to see a lot of wild shit with Floyd Mayweather going on, man. Never would think he'd be in a position for us, kind of having some financial hardships a little bit with all of the money he done made in his career. So it's really unbelievable to see this shit right now, bro. For real. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's definitely wild for sure, man. So that's the only real news that we have right now. It's really like we done reported all the fights that's been reported from last week going into this week, any news that's been going on, much as possible. Right now, it's just looking real light right now. It's real light right now, man. So we're gonna keep our ears to the street and see if anything pop up while we on the show today. If any news drop, you know what I'm saying? If any news drop, we're gonna break it and we're gonna talk about it on the show today. So I want to start off the show and salute to my sister 2 Cents Boxing in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to my sister 2 Cents. I know she live tonight. I don't know what time. Let us know what time you're gonna be live tonight, sis. For 2 Cents After Dark on Tuesdays tonight. And I know sis is live Friday nights around 9-10 p.m. Eastern time for the ladies. She got ladies night for us. The ladies coming in talking boxing on Fridays, and she's also live on Sunday in the evening as well. So salute my sister 2 Cents Boxing for sure. You feel me? And the avant-garde, it was popping, man. What's good? Salute to you. Salute, family. Salute. So all right, man, let's go ahead and get into this. All right, I want to react to this interview from Mr. Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn did another interview. He's always doing interviews. Did an interview with Cigar Talk, and we're going to try to get some of the key moments from this interview. I don't want to react to the whole entire interview because it's 47 minutes long, and I've got like a couple of other interviews I want to react to, but let's go ahead and start off and get into this one right here with Eddie Hearn right here.
One of the hottest promoters in the game, Mr. Eddie Hearn.
How are you, mate?
Amazing. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm liking your new abode. Very cool, yeah.
It's like my Manhattan flat.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I was at the press conference yesterday. I'm not the guy that takes too much out of face-offs sometimes, once in a while. That one was interesting.
Yeah,
like they didn't,
5 minutes.
Yo, dude,
yeah.
They just wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
It was a thing. Did you take anything from that?
I think that, to be honest, it's a big moment for both guys. Like, Xander's come onto the scene. He's an incredible young talent. I mean, like, ability, marketing, promotion, one of the hottest in the game right now. And then you've got Boots, who has already been doing it in Philly. Like, everyone been talking about him for a long time, but hasn't yet had this kind of fight. and this kind of moment.
Yeah.
And I think that's quite refreshing in a fight because you get two guys who are probably a little bit edgy, generally builds to a great event on the night because they'll be super sharp and super dialed in and excited. I mean, that's the key. Like, this isn't a Canelo fight where it's like he's doing it again, he's done it 20 times before. This is two young studs who are putting it all on the line on the biggest stage with two belts on the line. So yeah, I liked it. I like Xander. I can't knock him. I mean, especially at 23, it's crazy. Like that you're willing to take this risk.
It is crazy. You know, it kind of, to me, because of the age, has like the young, I really don't give a shit kind of attitude.
But that's dangerous.
It is.
Like that's dangerous as a competitor because I'm kind of sitting there going, wait a minute. Like, firstly, if I'm top rank, I'm just not advising you to take this fight right now. A fighter can overrule that, which is, I think here, like top rank are very cautious in their matchmaking for young fighters, which is like, you know, it's a good thing, but not always a great thing for the sport, but it's a job. And the kid says, and obviously the team say, no, we want the fight. I'm like, because when the Ortiz fight fell apart, I'm like, and the pressure's on, you know, it's like, Eddie, you had your run out at 54, right?
That's a fact.
You want a big fight. Okay, we got Ortiz. That falls apart. And it's like, who are we going to get?
Right.
Charlo's crazy. Fundora's just full, like, you know, but he don't really want to fight Boots, I don't think. But like Josh Kelly we've got, but he's, you know, looking around and he wanted Zayas as well. And it just, you know, I was really surprised when it got done. Because I said to the guys in the office, I went, no chance. No chance. No, he really wants it. I said, he might want it, but they're just not going to let him take the fight.
Yeah.
So respect to him. You know?
Well, how do you balance that, right? Because you said that at the press conference. You're like, yeah, listen, if I was the promoter,
I'm just being honest.
we're going to Puerto Rico.
Loads of people have responded to that, gang. Eddie, you go, but I'm just being honest. Like, I know how to bring a fighter through, but, you know, if I believed in the fighter and I believed he was good enough to win, I wouldn't hold him back. But, and that's what I'm saying, it's a little bit scary because they obviously think he can win.
Yeah.
And he definitely thinks he can win.
So you don't think he can win?
I mean, listen, it's a dangerous fight, but I think I'm very confident that Boots not just wins, but puts a performance together where everyone goes, wow.
Yeah.
But I think this guy's bubbling. I mean, I think he's a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter now, but I understand if you look at his resume, Stanionis win he was the best in the division. That was 1v2.
Yeah.
But you need those wins to rack up the points on the pound-for-pound list. I think this is the fight that puts him on the pound-for-pound list. And then I think, but you know, like everyone in boxing knows how good Boots is. It's not like, but you still got to show it. And that's the only argument is we haven't seen him had to show it too much.
With guys at this level. But you know what? Boots is also...
That's a fact right there. Eddie be doing the same type of matchmaking Top Rank be doing, and he exposed himself by talking about Xander's situation. If he was promoting Xander, that's how he would have moved Xander if he was promoting Xander. So he totally 100% exposed himself with that perspective for sure. Now, of course, this man, Eddie, Boots, I think he's a pound-for-pound fighter, but me personally, I'm a person that I don't really get into a lot of the pound-for-pound talk too much because of the rankings that they have out there. Is bullshit in my opinion. A lot of, the ring, ESPN ringside, all of that shit. Like, I don't really care for the pound-for-pound rankings because I don't take them seriously for real, honestly, because it's flawed as hell. They just doing what they want to do. I mean, but I do believe Boots is a pound-for-pound fighter, a top 10 pound-for-pound fighter for sure. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I may do my own pound-for-pound list. I would do a pound-for-pound list towards the end of the year, like once. You know what I'm saying? Do one. You don't got to do multiple pound-for-pound lists every month and shit. Like, bro, boxing is 365, 24/7 pretty much, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? These guys fighting year-round, whatever, so... You know what I'm saying? If we do a pound-for-pound list, it'll probably be towards the end of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Guys that have the potential to be top pound-for-pound comes with unfair expectations, right? Like a win sometimes just isn't good enough for
Salute to my brother, Knockout Boxing 86 TV in the building. Absolutely, bro. It's like, because I don't trust the pound for pound list. I did one pound for pound list probably about 3 years ago. It was about 3 years ago. I did one. And of course, you know, I had my list that motherfuckers was, you know, everybody got their favorites, so they crucify whatever list you put out and shit half of the time. But you know, me, honestly, with this game being a content creator, you kind of gotta really not give a fuck about what a lot of people say for real, for real. You just gotta just do you. You know what I mean? So definitely, I think we'll do a pound for pound list towards the end of the year. You know what I mean? But you don't need to be doing multiple pound for pound lists every once a month, 2-3 times in a row. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit just be too much. You feel me?
For certain guys, and unfortunately, I think he's one of those guys that just the win, I don't know, satisfies the public, the pundits.
I think the difference is with him as well. It's a unique blend of ring IQ and aggression.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, you get a lot of guys that have a tremendous IQ, but they're not that great to watch. He's different. He actually, you know, he'll sit in the pocket. He can fight on the inside. He can fight long. Sometimes he takes too many shots because he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. But you can't, listen, if you want to avoid criticism, get out of boxing, because it's like, you know, you go in there, you entertain, you get hit, and then it's like, oh, you got hit a lot. And then you box on the outside and don't get hit. It's like you're boring. Right, so what do you want? I mean, I like his style because I think it's a very entertaining style.
Was it a lot of pressure for you? Just, you know, it felt like you were kind of starting to get well, Boots hasn't fought anybody. Eddie, what are you doing? Like, how do you deal with that?
Well, we got to deliver. I mean, like, when we signed him, we fought Avanesian. We sold 15,000 in Philly when they told me he couldn't sell. So that was huge. Then we had to fight the mandatory, which is a disaster, Chudazian, because he'd already fought him. But it's either fight him or lose your belt. So we fight him, we did like 11,000. So then it gets the momentum of, Eddie, he's been with you for 2 fights now. Yeah. Like, you need to deliver. And then there was a lot of pressure to deliver that unification. We delivered Stanionis. He won that fight in style, looked fantastic. That was at Atlantic City. Yep. And then it's like, okay, he's moving to 54. And it's like, okay, let's go straight into a big fight. Boots and the guy said, look, I would just quite like a fight at 54 before I gamble. I just want to feel the weight. I want to feel my body, which is very reasonable, but not to a boxing fan. Yeah. You know. Yeah. So then we do Lima. He destroys him in a round. And Lima can actually fight, but obviously, you know, then it was like, oh, who's this guy? Like, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, now the pressure's back on. So we've done it again. We've delivered again. Yeah. And that's, you know, you can be the greatest fighter in the world. If you don't get the opportunities, if you don't get the right fights, if you don't get the platform, it's all irrelevant. And the hardest thing with Boots is everyone knows how good he is. And it was like the Chudazian fight, which was a okay performance, allowed us actually to get the Stanionis fight. The second one. Because they watched that fight, and the second one. But they watched that fight. They got brave. Like, actually, maybe he's beatable. And then he destroyed Stanionis, and everyone's like, whoa. Yeah. And I think here what will happen is, you know, we got Josh Kelly as well, who beat Mertzalayev. We want to try and make Josh Kelly against Fundora. The winner of that fight fights the winner of Boots Zayas. So you've got an undisputed champion.
That's a good fight. Okay.
They need to make it happen, man. They need to make it happen, man. Josh Kelly, I don't want to hear no big dog A-side shit from Josh Kelly in the negotiations with Fundora. Fundora's the clear A-side in that fight. Josh Kelly, come to the table, man, and get this fight in with fucking Fundora, bro. Let's get these unifications going, man, for sure. I mean, that 154-pound championship tournament right there between them 4 guys, let's get it cracking for 2026. That's going to set this shit the fuck off for sure, man. Let's get it cracking. But I don't want no bullshit from Josh Kelly's side, because they already been on bullshit. They didn't duck Boots twice. They ducked Boots twice. On top of that, you know what I'm saying? They was talking funny with the Xander negotiations. You know what I'm saying? Xander was trying to unify with Josh Kelly, and Josh Kelly was acting like he was the A-side over Xander in those negotiations, to where the fight came in fruition for Boots Ennis because of the Virgil shit, because Virgil ducked. He done ducked into a lawsuit with Golden Boy. You know what I mean? It's just nasty work out here. You know what I mean? But we need to see these 154 guys get it cracking, man, for sure.
I mean, obviously, we have to talk about the Virgil situation. I mean,
my boy Shell, man, will salute to my brother Shell in the building, and salute to my dog D Free in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother D Free as well, man. Putting in work over there.
What made that negotiation so difficult? Because with the Xander one, Xander told me, he's like, yo, we did this in a couple of days. It was easy.
It was mainly the contractual dispute with Virgil and Golden Boy. I mean, that was the truth of it. I got to say, like, I don't think anyone didn't want the fight. I know that Virgil wanted the fight. I know he did. But obviously he left Golden Boy. Golden Boy disputed that. And then they had a court case. And it was like, you know, that fight was pretty much there to be done. It's a little bit of a blessing because...
Taxes was chasing updates and getting nowhere.
That fight, as good as it was, came with no belts.
Yeah.
So like this fight now presents itself. Boots can become a two-time, two-weight, twice unified world champion, which you couldn't get through the Ortiz fight. Don't get me wrong.
For sure.
It's an unbelievable fight, and it will happen. But yeah, it was like when that fell apart, we were like...
But I mean, even before the Golden Boy dispute, it felt like it was just. I'm just speaking from a public standpoint. I don't know privately what's going on, but it felt like it was a lot of back and forth, and it just couldn't come together. What was that like? That part, like why?
So we had a meeting in the DAZN offices with DAZN and Golden Boy, and we agreed a deal, which was 50-50, which I thought more than fair. But Oscar said that he wanted. An extra percentage for the winner. He said, like, you know, backing his guy.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool. So we agreed 55-45 to the winner. And then it just never really progressed. And from there, obviously, later on, obviously, they had their differences. And I don't know why it never really progressed. I felt like we left that meeting with a deal, really.
Yeah.
But things happen. And then I think DAZN got quite aggressive on the fight and started sort of trying to say to Matchroom and Golden Boy, let's do it. We were making some momentum. Then those guys split, and it just kind of slipped away. You know, I don't know. Like I said, I met with Virgil, his manager, and he told me Virgil wants to fight.
Yeah.
You know, so I believe them, and I think Oscar wants to make great fights. So you know.
Do you think there was a point where, because I know at one point Turkey had did an interview once and he was like, you know, I was interested in trying to make the fight, but you know, I guess when Boots said he needed a tune-up, he kind of was like, you know, I'm not interested anymore. Kind of, that was his vibe.
Listen to this part right here.
He wanted to step in, or do you think he was already kind of
Turkey?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he loved the fight, but Boots has never Boots thinks the Saudi stuff's amazing, but he really wants to fight in the US.
Facts.
Like when there was a chance to do the fight in Riyadh, he was just like, this is a big US fight. Like, I think he feels like he can really make big fights in the US.
Yeah.
So we don't rule out the Riyadh opportunity. It's been great for boxing, but I think it's pretty cool that this fight's taking place in New York.
I agree. Do you feel like Turkey's he's not as big?
You hear him right there. He let it know that Boots, he wanted to fight in the U.S. He didn't care to fight in Saudi Arabia. He wanted to keep building his brand, you know, in the U.S. And you got to respect that. And that's how it's supposed to be fucking done for real, in reality. Real shit.
Visible as he was, I would say, like last year. I don't know if it's just, you know, it doesn't feel like as many cards. He doesn't talk in public as much anymore. Do you feel like, is the presence still the same to you? Like, is his
I think he's busy.
Still?
You know, I mean, boxing's a small part. It's a big passion for him.
Yeah.
But he has a huge job in terms of, you know, running the General Entertainment Authority in Saudi Arabia. And you know, his profile has become really big. I think the reality is as a business, it's hard to justify.
Yeah.
You know, especially the level of spend. And I think they've streamlined their operation a lot better. I don't think they're spending crazy money anymore like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Because there needs to be a business case for these events. Like, you can't just do a show and lose 20 million and go right on to the next one. Like, how long is that going to last for? It's not sustainable. So I think their model's changed a little bit. And I think the ring cards are great. Like, I think Shakur against Tio was a brilliant night. I really liked the
Y'all heard what he just said right there? I love this shit right here. That man, Eddie Hearn, just said exactly what I've been telling y'all over the past couple of months about Turkey Al-Sheikh. A lot of that money is dumbing down over there. He just exposed that shit. Eddie Hearn just exposed it. Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't giving out them crazy ass paydays to everybody like that, man. And you can't sit there and say Eddie Hearn is capping about it, because Eddie Hearn, he literally works with the man. Still working with Turkey Al-Sheikh in Riyadh season. They actually renewed a sponsorship with Riyadh season recently, just like a couple weeks ago. So, like in retrospective, right there, like I said, Turkey Al-Sheikh in boxing, his focus is a little bit more sought on Zuffa boxing, because that's something that Seller has invested in. And of course, he already mentioned the names of the people that he's looking out for as far as putting on events for this year. And it's not that many. It's really not that many. He only named 4 names: Canelo, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Ryan Garcia. He didn't name any other names for real. So it's obvious that the events he's not throwing as many events as well, in the process of not giving that much money as he was giving out in particular too. I told you that Seller, they gonna want to return on their investment sooner or later. They weren't just gonna sit there and let Turkey Al-Sheikh just spend millions of dollars, just blowing millions of dollars and losing on these events as he's been doing. So any business don't want to lose money on them investing thousands and millions of dollars of money into an event, bro. And I'm the first person I can tell you myself, when I'm throwing events here in my city of Cincinnati, like I weren't, hell no, we trying to profit. We trying to make that money back. Like, I don't understand why some people don't understand the business of boxing. And this shit is simple. Like, it's really simple. People make it harder than what it is.
The night at the Flushing Meadows, the tennis court.
I like that. That was a nice thing.
It was great atmosphere. So
and salute to my dog Curtis Robinson in the building, man. Salute to my boy, man. And salute to my sister, Miss Joette, in the building. Salute, sister. Hope you're doing well this morning.
It's undeniable what he's done for the sport. And the truth is, there's no other reason that he's doing it other than his love and passion for boxing, which I think has to be admired. You know, like, don't get me wrong. It's obviously, you know, bubbling up the noise and the profile of Saudi Arabia.
I see your comment, Shell. We're going to get into all of that shit. Trust and believe, Shell. We're going to get into all of that shit. Trust.
In the process, which is, you know, good for their country and moving forward. But he has a real passion for boxing. But sometimes that passion can get you carried away. Yeah. And that's one of the toughest things about the business, is just keeping your head, you know, and not, because I love boxing. I love giving people opportunities. I love building an unbelievable night, because I'm a fan and I'm looking at it like, this is a great night of boxing. But you've also, like Frank Smith, who's our CEO, I call him Bottom Line Frank, right? Because he's always looking, but you need that. Yeah, you do. You can't just go in, because otherwise I'd put 20 fights on a night and we'd lose money. But we've got, you know, we have to be sustainable.
How is it for you that, you know, it felt like at one point with working with Turkey, you were the guy, right? You were his guy. That's what it felt. I'm just speaking outside looking in. And then obviously Dana comes in, and now it seems like the relationship's changed. I don't know personally or whatever, but business-wise, how was that for you? Like, you know, I'm the guy, and now this new guy's here.
I've never felt like the guy, because, you know, when we came in, Frank Warren was the guy. He had what Turkey wanted. Then Turkey wanted to work more with AJ. So I was the guy. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Then we've never not been in that association, but whether you're the guy or not depends on what he wants at the time. So right now, you know, we've just finished a new deal with him across a lot of his events. Snooker, darts, like Riyadh season, like, because, and one of the reasons is that because he wants to make AJ Fury. Do you know what I mean? So so you get in those conversations, and I'm able to talk to him about the other stuff. Oh yeah, we must do that. We must do that. You know, rather than Eddie's got no fights I'm interested at the moment. And I think if you understand people, and he's pretty honest. Like, he won't pretend that I'm the guy, but he'll tell me that when I've got something he wants, I'm the guy.
Right.
Which is,
Well, at
but
least he's
people go,
upfront,
oh,
though.
that's a bit disrespectful. Not really. As long
There, so that's why I said that relationship with Dana White, it's cool right now. Turkey and Dana White ain't bucking heads at each other right now. But eventually it's going to happen because both of those guys are too egotistic. Unless Dana White going to get down and lay down 100% for Turkey Al-Sheikh like some of these other guys have. You know what I mean? You hear Eddie Hearn over here talking about moments of certain fights that Turkey wants and making these promoters, one of these guys is the guy at that time. Oster's the guy at that time. Frank Warren is the guy at that time. Like, it's nasty work to see that in 4K. They was letting this man Turkey play them boys cock, man, and he was playing them. He was one night in them motherfuckers damn near. Like, it's like say all four of them for one. You would say Bob Earl, Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, and Oscar De La Hoya. That he taking turns on all of them. He up here, he on this Bill Bellamy shit like Players Club. He hitting all four of them in one day and shit, man. Type shit. Playing them boys cock, man.
As long as you know the situation that you're in, that's cool. It was always the same with Canelo Alvarez when I promoted him. He's like, I love working with you. Whilst you keep having what I need and want, we're going nowhere.
Yeah.
But by the way, if you don't have anything for me and someone else has something better, I'm going to take that.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can respect that.
Yeah. But and Turkey's the same. So I never look at it like, the Dana stuff. I know Turkey, and I know that Dana will come and go, and Turkey will like it, then he won't like it, then they'll argue.
Yeah.
Then it might all fall apart, or he might double down. Like, anything's possible.
I like what feels like a rivalry now with you and Dana.
Yeah,
I kind of like
big,
it.
yeah.
One is it's entertaining just to watch it, but two, I mean, I think there's something good about healthy competition, right? Like people going at it in that way. I mean, he's always like disparaging you online. He called you a pussy the other day on Aiden Ross's show. I think that was yesterday. He's always going at you, man.
Yeah. We've always got on pretty well, actually. I do respect him. I mean, the business that they've built is incredible. Like the UFC, I don't think the model's fair, but they make a lot of money. And then obviously he comes into boxing and just things change a little bit. You become a rival. It doesn't have to be nasty. But then he came straight out the gate really saying, Eddie Hearn, these guys, they don't have any vision. And I'm like, are you crazy? Like, basically, every time we've met, you've always told me that I'm the guy in boxing and I'm the one that you kind of look at and know we do it properly. Now you're saying all this. So then I have to respond. I come in interviews and Dana White said this about you. What have you got to say? Oh, fucking take.
Salute to my boy Ace Austin in the building.
And then it all begins.
Yeah.
But you see, there's a lot of method to the madness because I'm a UK promoter in the US and Dana's doing my job for free. Really. Like, all he's doing is talking about me. When he's doing a UFC press conference, I mean, we signed Aspinall. We've got a number of big UFC fighters that we'll be signing as well.
Yeah.
Now he's doing his UFC press conferences. He's talking about me again. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's great everyone's building this up as boxing right now is Eddie v. Dana. Cool.
Right.
Yeah. It ain't like that now, Eddie. Now you get away to it. Ain't no. It's all of y'all six. It's all of the six promoters, pretty much, promotional companies versus Zuffa. That's what it is. It ain't just you. You ain't the only one fighting the war right now, Eddie Hearn. What the hell are you talking about?
Even if I lose, which I won't, that's the and everybody else is kind of bubbling down here.
That boy Eddie Hearn think he fighting he fighting this fight alone, motherfucker. You ain't fighting by yourself one-on-one with Dana right now, motherfucker. Like, what type of time he on? He ain't tweaking.
So I'm happy to be in the fight.
Yeah.
Because they're serious people. And if I can put myself on that level in a 2-horse race, I'm very happy. But what they don't know is anything about boxing. And the reality is you can be powerful but it's not the same as smart in the boxing game. It's a very different business. And I don't really think they know what they're doing.
So you don't get worried by the conglomerate, right? Like there's TKO Group and this and that.
Powerful.
Isaiah, what you doing? Salute to my dog. Salute, bro.
Paramount.
But powerful, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, what you can't do is come out and say, you know, I mean, these guys aren't competition, like talking about me and stuff like that. I mean, but what are you doing? Absolute. Like, the reality is, judge on what they've done so far, right? And I know they've said we've only been in the game 5, 6 months, whatever, but we're seeing the same thing all the time, which is low-level cards with guys generally you've never heard of fighting in a garage, like in front of 100 people.
Yeah.
Where's the vision there? Like, you know, these guys, they never change. What are you changing? What, you have to wear Zuffa shorts?
Right.
Or you get a free tracksuit when you fight? Or you can have a meal in the gym at the UFC? Like, it's not exactly groundbreaking, is it? So, but I still give them the respect to say, no.
Hey, I love to hear Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya shit on Zuffa, bro. And that boy, Oscar said them boys fight in the basement. This man, Eddie said they fight in front of 100 people. Where's the vision? Like, I love hearing them pop they shit against Zuffa, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit is funny as hell.
The group is a powerful group, but you can have power, but if you're not smart and you don't understand it, it doesn't really matter. Because boxing's not just one of those sports you can come in and just like switch it up. But I think they're lazy as well. I think they've become very lazy on the UFC as well. Like, look at the UFC; it's dying.
That's a fact. I agree.
The reality is, you see, there's an event in Miami this week. The tickets are on the floor. Who's the stars of the UFC?
Yeah,
and the way that they're promoting.
Stop the fucking presses. I've been asking the same fucking question for months. Who's the star of the UFC? I don't know. You back in the day, we used to know, a lot of the guys that were stars back in the day, but we don't really know this new era like that too much. You know what I mean? It's not really no groundbreaking stars up there in the UFC right now. That's just the honest to God truth.
Now.
And on top of that, all Zuffa's doing is taking leftovers from the promotional companies. That's all they doing. They're not building their own fighters from the ground up over there in Zuffa. Like, let's be real. Like, who do we know right now in their current roster that is a prospect that they're grooming and bringing from the ground up right now? We don't know. All of the guys that they have right now currently is all leftover guys from promotional companies. People were saying Eddie Hearn took a loss with Berlanga in Africa when Berlanga in Africa, they wasn't under contract with Eddie for over a year from Matchroom. Yeah, they were negotiating to get back on Matchroom. More so Africa than Berlanga. But them guys are leftover guys too as well. Same shit applies. You know what I mean? And salute to my dog Big Dre in the building, man. Salute.
You know, when you come off pay-per-view, it's quite interesting. I like the model, but you're just not aggressive anymore as a promoter. You know, like when you're selling pay-per-views, it's like life and death every day.
Yeah.
So it's like, right, what we got to do? Let's get out there. We've got to push the show. And that builds the ecosystem of the event.
Right.
Now you're just getting your money, right? And the money's the same whether it's a good audience, a bad audience. It doesn't really matter. So
Curtis Robinson, I believe they got some problems, but we don't know who they are. We don't see what the fuck they doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have nobody that they're building from the ground up. All they doing is taking leftover guys that a lot of fans don't really give a fuck about. I mean, we already know a lot of the fans as it is. They only care about really 10 to the 15, 20 fighters for real. They don't really care about the other thousands of fighters that's out there. That's just the truth of the matter.
Now you've just got Dana going, all right, film this. What's up, everybody?
Salute to my brother Things by Any Means in the building. My brother said Eddie was talking his shit. Yeah, he popping it. He definitely popping this shit. Most definitely. And subscribe to my brother Dean by Any Means as well, man. As family, man. My brother doing great work, man. Salute to my brother, man, for sure. From Cincy to Philly, you already know the vibes. Kurt Hurd, what's good, my boy Kurt Hurd? Salute, brother, salute.
Yeah, this Saturday, we got so-and-so against so-and-so, so-and-so.
Right.
Right, that'll do. So that's going to affect. And on the boxing front, there was a show last Sunday. I didn't even know it was on. I only saw it on Monday. I mean, I'm a hardcore boxing fan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think once you,
He said it was a show last Sunday. We didn't even know it was. Hey, Eddie going off. Hey, I'm crying, bro. I'm crying. He said it was a show last Sunday. We didn't even know it was on.
just strip away. There's a
Go
saying
on,
that I
Eddie,
always
go
use,
on.
which is fur coat, no knickers.
Was knickers.
Knickers is underwear, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what it means is, you know, when you come out in a big fur coat, but when you strip it back, there's nothing really underneath. So this is how I see those guys, fur coat, no knickers, which is, you know, look at us, we're walking down in a beautiful mint jacket. You take it off, there's actually nothing underneath. Because when you say to them, tell me your plan. They go, yeah, with no governing bodies, like they're gone. And then all of a sudden they're moaning that someone's been stripped of a world championship.
Yeah.
Now they want to work with the governing bodies, apparently, right? Yeah, we're going to do this and we're going to create a league. Where's the league? You know, what is the actual plan? And I don't think they really have a plan. So we'll see. But also,
how'd you feel about the signings now with Richardson, Hitchens, and Berlanga?
Yeah, but no one wanted those guys. Like the reality is we.
What did I just tell you? Nobody wanted those guys. Nobody was trying to sign Africa. Nobody wasn't trying to sign Berlanga. Berlanga was with Top Rank, then he was with Matchroom, and done after that. Africa, TMT, then Matchroom, done after that. I'm glad you put that in the air right there, bro. Nobody wanted Africa or Berlanga, bro. That's why the fuck they over there. I told you, them boys ain't got no value, bro. Even Africa with that IBF strap don't got no fucking value. And we gonna hear soon if he gonna end up vacating that strap. Keith Conley, we played the interview with Keith Conley yesterday. Keith Conley said they're gonna start negotiating that fight with Lindolfo Delgado. And the purse bid is April 21st. So we'll see. But most likely, I expect Africa to vacate that title and move up the 150 fighting over there at Zuffa. That's what I expect from him. That's what we've heard and, you know what I'm saying, what we know, honestly.
We had a couple of chats. We had those guys under contract a year ago. Berlanga, his contract was up. He got knocked out. Hitchens, we fell out with because of his comments, mainly Keith Conley's. And then we just told Keith Conley like 2 months ago, I'm not interested in working with you again. So Berlanga and Hitchens, no offer from Matchroom.
Okay.
Golden Boy, I think, had some chats with Hitchens. Top Rank weren't interested. So I think it's good deal for the fighters. Like, what else were they going to do? The bad news is Berlanga and Hitchens are different. Hitchens actually, it's a shame for Hitchens because I think he's good enough to sort of have a legacy in the sport. Now I guess they're going to move him to 47 and he's going to fight for the Zuffa belt, which is like literally the same value as your laces in those shoes. And then, but Edgar's not really, I don't think, going to go and win world championships and unify the division. But if he can make money, do it. And I think it's a good move for him.
How do you gauge a fighter's value? Like somebody like Hitchens, right? Like how do you
Good
gauge
question.
it? Like,
Very, very
Good
simple.
question, Najee.
Bums on seats in the venue.
Yeah.
And eyeballs on the screen. That's it.
That's what it boils down to for you personally, not the business, not the underlying guy.
No, that's the model. No, the same for Frank Smith.
Okay.
Me or Frank Smith, because that's your revenue generator. Because if you don't sell tickets, you're not bringing a revenue to the show. If you don't draw eyeballs, DAZN are going to say this guy doesn't deliver value for us, and that's the problem that we've had.
Bingo! I'm running that back. I want y'all to hear that back again. And I want the radio clan, you know, the radio flyers, radio Too Rich, radio Hacker, all the radio clan. I want y'all to hear this right here. Business 101 from a promoter himself right here. Run it fucking back.
A good move for him.
How do you gauge a fighter's value? Like somebody like Hitchens, right? Like how do you gauge it? Because you're like
very, very simple.
Yeah.
Bums on seats in the venue.
Yeah.
And eyeballs on the screen. That's it.
That's what it boils down to for you personally, not not the business, not the underlying guy.
No, that's the model. No, the same for Frank Smith, me or Frank Smith, because that's your revenue generator. Because if you don't sell tickets, you're not bringing a revenue to the show. If you don't draw eyeballs, DAZN are going to say this guy doesn't deliver value for us, and that's the problem that we've had with Richardson, but a lot of fighters as well. You know, like the reality is. But everyone's different. You've got Edgar, who sells more tickets than Richardson, but probably isn't as talented. But Richardson that sells no tickets, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
So you can't just we have to do our job of trying. That's why I got him the Kambosos fight.
It's like, bro, that was so factual right there, bro. He said Edgar Berlanga's not as talented, but he sells tickets. Then you got Richardson Hitchens that's talented but don't sell tickets. Me personally, I don't really seen the ticket sell too much with Berlanga as well either. And I don't know about all that as far as that perspective. But I understand 100% what he's saying right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? These guys don't have no value. And listen to what he said as far as the zone. He said, if we come with a fight and stuff, and the fight, the zone is looking at the fighters' numbers too. Y'all think PBC the only ones that's looking at people's numbers on a value? Like real shit. Y'all think PBC the only one? He just told y'all the network, the zone themselves is looking at the value of these fighters on putting on these events. So y'all can't. So that whole narrative, like, oh, PBC, they the only ones checking it, worried about numbers and bro. All the promotional companies is worried about numbers. All the promotional companies want to profit. All of the companies don't want to lose on a fucking event. I don't understand why some of you dummy ass radio clan motherfuckers don't understand that shit. Like, come on.
At MSG, I paid up the rental of the theatre, which is a fortune, because I wanted to try and build him to try and turn the corner of becoming a star. Do you know what I mean? But it's definitely not.
So you're willing to take a loss to try to?
We did, yeah, we did. But we might at that time. I mean, Keith Connolly messed up bad because he got offered a brilliant deal from us like a year ago, but they messed it up, and then they ended up getting half of that.
When you say messed it up, does that just mean over negotiating, like you're overcooking?
Yeah, it's greedy, like, you know. But you got to push for your fighter. So, but you've also got to know a great deal when you see one.
Yeah.
And then they ended up getting half of that to fight Duarte, which obviously pulled out of the day before. So I don't know how that's going to play out. But I hope. Listen, you become toxified by the business and the sport sometimes. But he actually has a good heart. Like he's a good kid, Richardson. But unfortunately, you lose your head a little bit, and you always laugh when you go on Instagram stories and he's like that with the
shining the
Rolex,
diamonds. Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. I didn't know
he's got like the Mercedes badge on his car. It's like, But listen, good luck to him. Good luck to him.
I mean, listen, the boxing business is a nasty one. I mean, we watched it play out with you and Conor Ben, obviously. He did an interview yesterday where he said, he said he didn't regret his decision, but he also was like, I got love for Eddie. I didn't, there's no hate in my heart for Eddie.
Yeah.
I mean, do you look at it like it was just a business decision that he could have done better?
His business's decisions are fine. Like, there's nothing, the argument of this is, well, I had to do what was right for my family.
Yeah.
Cool. I would always want that for you as my friend. But you don't think that after everything I did for you, which was save your career, which was make you, 20 million, which was bring you back from the lowest depths of reputational damage and stand by your side and fight for you every inch of the way, that I deserve for your lawyer to write me an email to say, here's an offer, we've had, match it.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I text you and say, hey, let's have a chat. Like, I feel like, we've done a lot for you, to get a reply to say, no, like, deal with my lawyer, and once it's all over, I just thought, wow. But that just goes to show the man.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of different people. Let's take Anthony Joshua. If someone approached Anthony Joshua and said, listen, I got a massive deal for you, right? Don't tell Eddie. blah, 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 blah. The first thing he would say was, speak to Eddie. He wouldn't even go, go on then, what's the number?
Right.
He'd go, Eddie's my guy, speak to him. Done.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if you did say, all right, let me know that if you wanted to go down there and find out the number, I don't hold that against you. But then what you do is you phone me up and you go, just to let you know, these people have called me. They've offered me 15 million.
Yeah.
Right? And I go, they've offered you 15 million for a 10-rounder against Regis program.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. And I go, okay, well, listen, firstly, seems like Turkey might be involved, whatever. Let me go and see if that exists. And if not, I think you might have to take that deal.
Right.
That's how it would have played out.
Right.
And just like I said to you before about Canelo, about Turkey, as long as you know where you stand and people are up front with you, can look you in the eye and say, listen, mate, whether you think this is right or wrong, this is what I've got to do.
Yeah, I got that.
You go, no problem. And I'd say to him, I'm so happy for you. You know, I'm disappointed we're not involved, but, you know, maybe we can be involved. Maybe we can, you know, help structure the deal, whatever.
Yeah.
But what he chose to be was greedy.
No cat. Eddie Saudi that he wasn't a part of that one fight, $15 million deal at the end of the day. He's sorry that he's not a part of it, especially he has right to for a lot of the shit that he's done for Conor Ben over his career that we done already talked about on the channel. You know what I mean? Like he definitely deserves some loyalty from Conor Ben, but Conor Ben, he don't give a fuck. He about himself. You know what I'm saying? He was selfish. And you know, right there, that type of shit, karma will come back to bite you for moving like that too. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit.
Cut me out, not have the balls, really. That's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Because what you've actually shown is your weakness as a man. And I heard his dad, you know,
You saw his dad say
his dad was disappointed, trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. But his dad has also got a back, Conor. You can't, you know. But also at the same time, I don't think there's anybody who has an ounce of common sense or respect or
Son of a sow, that was strong.
yeah, you know, pride or goodness in their heart that doesn't agree that how can you not even speak to the guy?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We never fell out.
Yeah.
We were close. He leaned on me at all times. I lent him, you know, this is a thing.
He says you didn't lend him
and
any
he'll
money.
be apologising in public because he'll also, legally, he's got a problem. Because when he said that, he said, no, he never lent me a cent. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Firstly, I lent you $500,000 to buy a house. And then secondly, I lent you nearly another $500,000 to buy a car, which you never paid me back for 3 years with no interest until I said, when you're good, we'll deal with it then.
Yeah.
Then he said, no. What actually I meant was he never lent me money for my legal fees. So he wanted me to lend him money to defend the 2 drug tests.
Yeah.
And I was like, didn't we? Oh. And then my team came back and went, yeah, we did. And what made it worse for me after that was I realised that I lent him the money for the legal fees and I never even asked for it back. And he still lied in the interview.
Wow.
And I said to him, look, I'm not trying to be like a pussy here.
Yeah.
But you can't say that when you know I did. So he's going to have to apologise for that, which he will. He'll make a public statement. But I don't want any bit. But you can't sit there and say all these things that are just completely untrue.
You mean defamation, basically?
Yeah, but again, I'm not like, you know, that's not something that I make a habit of. I've done it a few times where I'll say, you just can't say. Like if I'm telling you what I did, and he comes out and he says, no, he never, and it's a straight lie.
Yeah.
I'm not just going to sit there and go, you can't make people question what I'm saying when I've got no reason to lie.
Yeah.
Facts.
But he's a bit mad. Like he's a very emotional kid. It won't be easy for him, this whole thing, because he doesn't like negative. Like he doesn't like people criticising him. And there's been he'll get booed out of the stadium on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like
I've heard a lot of people are against, you know, UK fans.
yeah,
like
big
that.
big time. But do you know what? That's infuriating. Because I worked for years to turn it all around for him. And he actually, after the Eubank fight, was a very popular fighter.
I was there for the second
Yeah,
one.
and now you'll see on Saturday. But yeah, he'll get booed out of the stadium.
Would you consider working with him again? Like they said,
Oh,
it's a
very
one-fight
difficult.
deal.
Yeah, but it's not. It's all bullshit anyway. Like and by the way, there's a legal problem on that as well because you dress it up in a way so that it can't be matched. Whereas the underlying truth is, do you think that there's been no conversations between Keith Connolly and Zuffa about a longer-term deal? Or are you stupid? Right. So there's something called disclosure, which is great and stuff like that, because you get to see it when you want.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure that, you know, we weren't lied to, which I have my doubts.
Yeah.
But
if he came to you like, listen, Eddie, you know what?
That boy Eddie, he believed them boys got more time on that contract, man, with Zuffa, honestly, other than that one fight, man. And that raised a little suspicion of it as well, man. With obviously, you know, Keith Connolly letting us know yesterday that, you know, they're going to go right in to try to negotiate a fight with Ryan Garcia, you know what I mean? Due to the fact that Conor Benn is Ryan Garcia's mandatory for the WBC title. So, interesting.
Let's just say it was a one-fight deal.
It'd be very difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's like, firstly, you need the conversation of, like, honestly, this is one of those things where I'm renowned for letting things slide and moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually one of my, like, my dad will say to me all the time, how the fuck do you, like, didn't that guy, like, I'm like,
Barry
yeah,
not
but you know
playing
what?
that?
No, Barry's like, we're done.
Yeah.
We're done. He's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you. Don't ever, ever show your face around here again.
Right.
For life, to the grave.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I like that.
But I'm not. I'm like, listen, it's a like.
And that's how Eddie Hearn pops feel about the situation. He fucking can't stand Conor Benn. He can't stand Conor Benn right there.
I care, but people can change. People can get bad advice. Like, but this is a weird one. It's like I'm getting angrier.
Right.
Because I'm watching his interviews. I'm like, I feel like I've been played. Do you know what I mean? I'm listening to him going, what are you, a compulsive liar or something?
Yeah.
Like, I've had you in my office on your knees in tears. Like, and I've actually gone to the depths, even myself. Like, you know, like, you may know, you're not, like, I went through a couple of years of heavy stick.
Oh, I
remember. Like, I was getting battered, yeah? And I was like, no, fuck you. I believe in this kid. I'm standing by, and it was like,
when they said the eggs, they was killing.
No, of course, yeah, but it was like, no. And then I'm listening to this back. I'm like, what was it, a bluff? Like what? So it's actually making me more angry.
Yeah.
And the fact is he's never tried to say, listen, can we have a chat? Can we have a meet up? But honestly, if he did now, I'm not even sure what I'd do. Like normally, I'd go, yeah, cool, like we'll have a chat. But I don't know, it's a weird one.
I wanted to ask you about the Dana.
Nasty work, man. Nasty work. I want to get to this Shakur interview. Let's get to this real quick, man. Nasty work. Right here. Let's get to this new shit with Mr. Shakur, man. Salute to my boy Najee for Cigar Talk, man. I think I will do a little bit more. I'm gonna do some content on the rest of that shit for us with the talk with Anthony Joshua when he talks about Anthony Joshua. I'm gonna do a video on that. All right, let's do this. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking with this Shakur interview.
Total power begins with a network as powerful
Make sure y'all hit the like button,
America's best 5G network, and get a free Samsung S25
heavy right here on this.
AI. We never slow you down. That's a total power move.
Did you lose a lot of money?
Tell him stop.
Your spring glow up starts at Jungle Gyms. Do you currently receive government benefits such as Medicaid, SNAP, food?
Let's get it.
Ariel, what's good, my guy? How you doing?
It's good to talk to you. You were in our hood. You were in our neck of the woods. You didn't come talk to us after the fight at MSG, but we're not holding it against you. We still got mad love for you. You know that, right?
Next time, hit me up and it'll happen. All you gotta do is hit me up, make sure it gets to me, and I'm down.
Okay. I think I might have, but it's okay. You were busy. There was a lot going on. And so here we...
Team in the way.
Yeah, T Hill, Jungle Jones, man. That's here in the city, man. Spot Jungle Jones. I know the owner and everything. He owned, actually, it's 2 Jungle Jones in Cincinnati. but one of them is in the suburbs and another one is in the other side of the suburbs or some shit. But it's big as hell, man. Got hella shit. It's an international market. The guy Jungle Jim literally started with a fruit stand and grew this multi-million-dollar empire, man, which is no crazy story though. A lot of people got rumored that he was selling coke back in the day, which I kind of believe too, but that's a whole nother story though.
Don't blame them on that.
No. Your team is great. I love your team. I love your team. Julie's the best. I love her. I don't want any beef with her whatsoever. I've seen when she gets mad at journalists, and
He probably wanted me to settle down during the time. You know, I had a lot going on, so.
I know.
Yeah, let me know, Isaiah, if you going. I'm definitely in the building, bro. July 4th in Cleveland, man, for sure. You already know the vibes, man. Abdullah Mason versus Joe Cordina, July 4th in Cleveland at the Cleveland Cavaliers Arena. It's up. We in the building. Ohio in the building. Ohio runs boxing. You did.
I don't want her smoke. I don't want your smoke. So congratulations on that. But you will recall, Shakur, there was a time in July of last year you fought here, and then you came in our studio, and then there was a young man named Conor Benn who was here too, and you guys produced an incredible moment. And then there you were on the stage at MSG, and then he gets in the ring afterwards. Was there any part of you that thought about being there this weekend to maybe return the favor when he fought at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
Not at all. I'm really not a big traveler. I like sitting at home and chilling with my little girl and my future wife. So that's what I like doing. But everything that I said on the show came to fruition. I mean, I've been told y'all I'm better than him. I've been told y'all he's not on my level. I've been told y'all that his skills is not up to par with mine. So
salute to my boy Cornelius Burning in the building, man. Dayton's finest in Ohio. Salute to my brother, man. Cornelius Burning.
Like I said, if he's ready to fight, tell him stop.
Now the tickets haven't went on sale for the Abdullah fight. I'm a check and see when they gonna go on sale. They should be going on sale soon, I would assume though. I would assume that for sure.
Going on social media, making up lies, saying that I said, oh, I won't fight at the weight class. I said I will. I said with a rehydration clause, because he did it to Eubank. That's the only reason why I really said it for that reason. But like I said, he's not on my.
So you want him to fight on a rehydration clause due to the fact that he put Eubank on a rehydration clause. Okay.
I love who I said this, and I will beat the holy shit out of Conor Benn.
Okay.
Can I ask your profession?
Ladarius Warren, salute to my boy, man. What's good with my boy Ladarius Warren and my boy Lee Jackson, man. Salute to my dog Lee Jackson, man. Ringwald Boxing podcast, Bean. He know about Jungle Gems. He know the vibes.
Assessment of his fight on Saturday, how he looked, the performance against Regis Prograis. What do you think?
I think he looked green. I don't think he did that good. I thought Regis is well past his time right now. I think Regis is a great fighter back in the day. But honestly, I feel as though he's just a green fighter.
When you say green, do you think that's someone who can get better, or do you think that we have seen the best of Conor Benn?
I think he can get better. I think he's getting better. I don't think he's staying in one spot. I definitely think he's getting better. But when I say green, it's just I done had a lot of years in the sport of boxing that he hasn't had, so he can't catch.
Stop, man. Salute to my brother, Mr. Altruistic in the building, man. 513 in the building, bro. Salute to my dog. Why he trying to big this man Conor up talking about he getting better? Bro, no, he's not. Shakur know that. The only reason why he trying to show love a little bit to Conor Benn is the perspective of him wanting to fight Conor Benn. That's the only fucking reason why. Like, truth be told, like that's the only reason why he's showing respect to Conor Benn, because he has a mindset that he would love to fight this man still. That's the only reason why.
Catch up to me.
There were reports that Regis was injured going into this fight. He denied it, and then afterwards, he said, yes, they were all true. He was very hurt and even thought about the day before the fight pulling out. Considering that, were you surprised that Conor couldn't put him away?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because Conor talks about how exciting he is and how much of a big puncher he is. But when I was watching the fight, I was very bored. So maybe got to put some more excitement together, how he say.
Was there anything that he did?
Conor, yeah, I mean, I agree with him for as the fight being born. Ain't no difference on the other side though.
That you like that impressed you at all?
Read the room.
Yeah, I think Conor Ben's getting better. I don't think he's not staying in the same spot. You can tell he's getting better. He's trying to learn the craft. He's trying to get skills. So I will give him a hand on that. But other than that, I told you got a long way to go to catch up to somebody like me.
His detractors, and he certainly has a lot of them, will point to the fact that since the incident that derailed the first time they tried to make the Eubank fight, the tests and all that, he has not knocked anyone out. Is that something that you look at as well? Do you think there's any credence to that?
Yeah, for sure. He hasn't put nobody out since then. So once again, it must be something with that. You know, I try to stay away from that kind of stuff, but it's a very touchy subject.
Cap, the motherfucker, because your ass, you was the same guy that said Ryan looked like he was on the juice after round 1 with Barrios, and you was at that fight. So that's Cap over here talking about he don't get into that shit. Cap already.
Because, you know, guys will sue you for saying a certain thing. So
Tez 305 in the building, my brother. Salute, bro. Salute. Yeah, you right on time, brother. Hey, the Mr. Contradiction himself. You came in right when he already just gave a contradiction just now. Just now. You already came in the building. We already didn't call one of the contradictions. Would you just come in the building?
With that being said, I don't think he's the same fighter, but he definitely can't mess with me either way.
Is that a fight that you are looking for? Considering what you're saying about him being below you and on your level, green and whatnot, is that a fight that even interests you at this point?
What if you could make a song using only your voice?
You know damn well that boy want to fight him.
Yeah, I'm down. I done said I was down before. I'm only interested because when I said let's do it, every fan said, "Oh, he's too small. He's going to get murdered. He's going to get beat up." So since y'all felt that way, then let's make the fight happen. Let me show y'all why I will beat the holy shit out of Conor Ben.
So can I just ask specifically, how does that fight play out? You think you stop him?
I think there's a real possibility I stop him. I will be disappointed in myself if I don't stop him.
Wow. After your fight, which was January 3rd.
Shakur stopping Conor Ben? What y'all think about that? Do y'all think Shakur Stevenson can stop Conor Ben? Let me know in the comments right now. Do y'all think Shakur can stop Conor Ben? Yay or nay? I need to know. Because he has a belief that he can stop Conor Ben. This is nasty work right there. Conor Ben being drained, especially on the rehydration clause at 147 fighting Shakur. Even with that, I don't know. I don't think even with that, as far as the implications, I don't even think Shakur would stop him. Even a drain on a rehydration clause, Conor Ben, I don't think Shakur stops him.
31st here in New York. You guys have the face-to-face. Was there any talk before the Regis fight got announced and made and all that stuff? Did the two sides ever talk about making this fight next for both of you?
Honestly, I haven't really heard too much. I told them I was down every time that they came to my table. I'm like, I'm down. Let's negotiate. Let's get to doing it. But nothing ever really happened. But I'm hearing that he's fighting in September. So if he fights in September, I'm available to fight in September also.
He's been pushing the Ryan.
Interesting. Run that back. Salute to my boy Dondra and them in the building, man. Salute to my boy, man. Run that back right there.
Any talk before the Regis fight got announced and made and all that stuff? Did the two sides ever talk about making this fight next for both of you?
Honestly, I haven't really heard too much. I told them I was down every time that they came to my table. I'm like, I'm down. Let's negotiate. Let's get to doing it. But nothing ever really happened. But I'm hearing that he's fighting in September. So if he fight in September, I'm available to fight in September also.
So Shakur behind the scenes was pushing for this Conor Ben fight for sure. Y'all just hear him? He told them that he was willing to go to the table and negotiate with Conor Ben, but didn't hear anything from Conor Ben's side. So Shakur's willing to push for a Conor Ben fight, but he's not willing to push for y'all know what I'm talking about already, man. Crucial content, all things. Salute my family, man. Salute, brothers, man. Shit is nasty work out here, bro. Nasty work.
He's been pushing the Ryan Garcia fight. How do you feel?
All y'all gotta do is just listen to these motherfuckers in these interviews. Just listen. You're gonna hear what they really all about, bro. You're gonna really hear what they all about.
About him fighting for the WBC title at 147?
I mean, he would rather the Ryan Garcia fight because he has a chance in that fight, maybe in his brain. So he thinks that he can possibly win that fight. With a fight with me, I know that he's looking like, yeah, I'm not on that level. So he probably won't put for a fight with me over a Ryan Garcia fight.
Do you think he actually wins that fight?
Of course, he's not. Because for one, he's going to make more money fighting Ryan, and then for two, he's fighting for the belt, and he don't even have to fight on the rehydration clause fighting Ryan Garcia. Duh.
Nah, I think Ryan beats him, but I think he thinks that he can win.
Yeah. Do you think it's a competitive fight, a close fight, or do you think Ryan is on a different level?
Man, I don't know, man. It's hard to say with Ryan because Ryan is so wishy-washy. When I bet my money on Ryan, he'll come in there and do some whole other nonsense. So it's hard to say. It may be competitive. It may be Ryan by wash. Ryan is just a weird kind of guy when it comes to this. Especially if you bet money on Ryan, it's like you don't know to really bet on.
When you guys had your thing at MSG again, just like 2 weeks later, he shocked everyone by leaving Matchroom and signing with Zuffa. Did that surprise you?
B King was doing my boy B King, brother. Was good, man. Salute, bro.
Nah, I don't get into the business side or whatever he got going on because that's his business. So I don't get into it. Congrats to him for making whatever move that he made, and that's good for him. I like Conor Ben actually. Like I like him as a person. He seemed like a cool dude outside of.
Nigga like everybody. He's like everybody, bro. Oh, he cool dude. That's my guy. Like he's just friendly as hell. Like he's literally the friendliest nigga in boxing, bro. He's the friendliest nigga in boxing. He want to be brothers with everybody, bro. Like this shit is nasty out here, bro. Good boy. Read the room.
So.
Did you congratulate him on his win? I know you guys DM each other sometimes.
Yeah. I congratulated him. Yeah, we DM each other. But this time he not replying at DM.
He left you on scene?
I don't know. I didn't look and see again whether he'd seen it or not, but he definitely didn't reply.
And it was just a friendly, like, congrats. There was no, trash talk or anything there.
It was trash talk. It was trash talk for sure.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said, we can fight in September and I'm gonna stop you or something like that, or I'm gonna beat your ass. But congrats on your win. Good job getting the victory.
Love it. All right, that's fair. I think that's.
This nigga talk like he a fucking killer. Like he just be stopping niggas. Like he just be DMing niggas like, hey, congrats on your win. Shit. Whenever I see you, I'm gonna stop you. Like he just be stopping shit. Like What? What? What are we talking about? Come on. Are you shitting me? Come on, man. Marquis, man. Salute my brother. No more sleepwalking, man. Salute family, man. This is
within bounds. Can I ask Shakur, what's going on
talking
with
like
you
he a
and the
killer,
WBC?
bro.
As of now, there was that big story about them taking away their title, and similar to the Terrence Crawford situation about fees not being paid. How do you feel about how things have played out and where you stand with them now?
I feel like it is what it is. I'm not tripping on it. It is what it is. I appreciate everything they did for me too. I'm not just acting like they didn't do nothing for me. So I appreciate them, but they know that they was wrong in this situation, and they got to deal with their wrongs. I'm not tripping on it. I'm not even thinking about it no more. But they got to deal with their wrongs.
Is there a chance that they fix this and you get your belt back?
I mean, if they call me and say, "Yo, you can have your belt back," I respect it. I think that would be more understandable. But if not, it's okay. They can stand wherever they at. And
if the WBC offered them that belt back, he'd take that motherfucker. That's the fucked up part about all of this shit, with him talking about this shit and then try to shit on him, and then look at him now. He changing face in 4K right here. If the WBC said, "Yo, we gonna give you this belt back. You fighting at 135. We giving you your WBC belt back. We want you to be our champion." Shakur's going to take the belt back. He just told you.
they just a belt organization. They're not doing anything to me. They
like what's the purpose of trying to make a stance like you behind your big brother Bud Crawford, and then if they offer you the belt, you would take the belt back? What was the point? Like that shit. Like these dudes, bro, they too wishy-washy, man. Too fucking wishy-washy for me, man.
They're not harming me in any type of way. So it is what it is.
Have any of those talks happened where Mauricio and anyone at the WBC have tried to mend the fences with you?
No, not at all. Mauricio, no, he kind of owes me that. So I don't know why he hasn't done it, but it is, like I said, it is what it is. It's okay. They can stand with their pride wherever they want to stand, but I'm okay regardless. I'm sitting back home and enjoying my family and training and getting ready for the next one.
Last thing on them, just curious, do you think they did that because of your relationship with Terrence?
Yes, I'm 100% sure they did that because of my relationship with Terrence.
Wow. What makes you say 100% sure?
I'm 100% because none of that happened until the thing happened with Terrence. Before that, me and Mauricio had a great understanding of what I was doing with Teofimo. And once they got into it with Terrence is where they switched up everything. They didn't stand on their word. We talked to them and everything was good. And then they switched up on their word. So as soon as the Terrence thing started, so that's how I know that was the reason.
January 31st at MSG, was that the greatest night of your career?
Nasty word.
1,000%. 1,000%.
It was amazing to watch from afar because it felt like there was a time not that long ago where
you start the process real quick. Start the process. Let me scroll up real quick. Salute to my brother FaZe, man, with the $5 banger in the super chat. He said, "Morning show, coffee. Appreciate the show, Cam, man. Appreciate you, my brother, man. Appreciate you always, my dog FaZe, man, for sure." Y'all mean, when you know what I'm saying, one of the presidents of the Hanos clan. Salute to my guy FaZe, and salute to my beautiful sister Quee with the $5 banger in the super chat saying support, man. Salute to my sister for the show, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man. This man Shakur looking crazy in this one, bro. He looking crazy, looking nasty, man.
Everyone was kind of jumping off the Shakur bandwagon.
We just covered the interview that he did with Fred VanVleet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of contradictions in that one. Same shit here. Like, too much airtime. Sit the fuck back and go train or something, man. You know what I mean?
And then as I'm watching it, it's like the bandwagon couldn't have been bigger. And so do you feel like perhaps for the first time in your career, or maybe for the first time in a while, like you are getting the respect and love that you deserve as a pound for pound great?
Yes, but I don't want it. I'm okay without it. As they turned their back on me, I don't feel them to just jump back on it. So it's okay. I'm okay regardless. I know that at any given moment they could turn and change on me. And I already got that notice. So it's cool that they're doing it now. But for me personally, I'm good where I'm at. I'm good in being with my family and enjoying my family. I like the praise from them. I love them. So at the end of the day, it's all good. I hear it, but it's good.
It's nice to get love and respect though, right? It's way better than the alternative.
Nah, it's not nice when it's like you turned your back on me for one moment. I didn't think that I deserved everything that they did to me. So for me, I took it personal and I went out there and I showed them why to never do it again.
That's fair as well. What was the difference that night? Like you were flowing out there. It was a master class, virtuoso performance. What was it about you that night that made it look so good? But it seemed like you sort of.
I want to get to the end. Fuck that. I don't want to hear him talk about T.O. fight again.
There's a lot of work that goes into making a podcast. The setup is one thing, then you've still got to edit.
Beat that out of him.
No, that I'm the truth. That's what he do know.
Yes. Your next fight, 135, 140, or 47? What do you think?
I mean, I'm cool at 135 and 140, but once again, if it's 147, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there later on down the line. So one day we'll be at 147, but once again, if Conor Ben wants to run it at 147 with the same thing that he had going.
Hold on. Stop the presses. Run that back. Huh?
Play me, but it's okay. I'm not tripping off these fighters. These fighters can do whatever they want, but he know that I'm the truth. That's what he do know.
Yes. Your next fight, 135, 140, or 47? What do you think?
Necessary, and I respect him for that. I respect Teofimo for the opportunity. Once again, I never had nothing bad to say about Tio, even though he go on social media now and still try to downplay me. But it's okay. I'm not tripping off these fighters. These fighters can do whatever they want, but he know that I'm the truth. That's what he do know.
Yes. Your next fight, 135, 140, or 47? What do you think?
I mean, I'm cool at 135 and 140, but once again, if it's 147, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there later on down the line. So one day we'll be at 147, but once again, if Conor Ben wants to run it at 147 with the same thing that he had going on with Eubank, I'm down.
It feels like Ben and Garcia are moving in that direction. That's what it feels like. If that's the case, can we get Haney versus Shakur? Is that the one?
Yeah, you know what's crazy though that I would love about that fight? I think that Haney fought at a catchweight against Jose Ramirez 2 fights ago, if I recall, and it was 144 pounds. So I would love to do it at 144 pounds. We could meet him in the middle. I don't think that the belt has to be on the line. I think that the fight is big enough for both of us to be fighting at a catchweight, and I don't think the belt really matter in that instance. I think we can both sell out a big arena, and it'll be a tremendous fight.
Couldn't agree more. You're two of the biggest names.
What y'all think about that? I want to get. Let me know in the comments. What do y'all think about Shakur wanting the fight with Devin Haney at a catchweight at 144? What y'all think about that in the comments? Let me know. I want to hear y'all opinion about that. I'm gonna open up the panel in a minute, and we're gonna get everybody's opinions on the panel in a minute. But what y'all think about that? All right, let me know in the comments right now. What do y'all think about Shakur wanting to fight with Devin Haney at 144 pounds? The reason why I say I don't care for the idea of it is because of the fact that Devin is already situated fighting at 147. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting at 147. He's a champion at 147. There's better fights for him at 147 right now with, Ryan and Rolly. Shakur talking about he willing to go down to 135. Go down to 135 and fight Raymond Muratalla. And fight whoever at 135 that's the top dog up there. Or fight the top dogs at 140. But Shakur, the same guy on the Fred Van Fleet interview, said that he really didn't even care for fighting at 140 for real. He told us in 4K in his recent interview that we literally reacted to a few days ago and told us that he don't even care to fight at 140. Nobody's asking Devin Haney. Nobody's asking Shakur Stevenson to fight at 147 in the first place. He's the one that's bringing up 147. Let's start there. But Devin Haney, if he willing to make the fight happen, I felt like 144. If he that guy, make it happen with Shakur. But I don't think Devin Haney's going to concede to what Shakur wants. That's the thing. I don't see Devin Haney conceding to Shakur fighting at 144 pounds at a catch weight. That's just my personal opinion. I don't see it. It won't make sense for him to go down and fight him. If Shakur want to really fight him, do like your big brother did and win up 3 weight classes, go up this weight class at 147 and show us that you the truth and beat Devin Haney. It should be that simple. Like, if you really that guy and you want to fight these guys at 147, go ahead and fight these guys at 147 and do it. You following everything Bud Crawford do any fucking way, so what's the difference? Oh, you looking for an advantage. Right. Because you want a full advantage over a guy. You knew you had an advantage over T.O. You haven't been in a 50-50 fight ever in your fucking career. And within the 50-50 fights that you could possibly have, you want to have an advantage in the ones that you have. When you were the same guy that was downplaying the catch weights and downplaying the rehydration clause 2-3 years ago in 4K. That's why he looks fucking stupid, bro. Like, that's why I said the media run from Shakur after this Teofimo Lopez win has been horrific. It's been horrific. It's not helping his brand. Like, this media run is not helping Shakur Stevenson's brand right now that he's been on since he fought Teofimo Lopez. And that's just the fact of the matter. It's really hurt his brand. Nobody's really not that interested in crazy going over Shakur Stevenson fight. I don't even think him and Teofimo Lopez on a full fight on Ring Magazine has even over, it might have over 500K now, but shit, it's been since it's almost 4 months. They still ain't did 1 million yet. He can't do 1 million views on YouTube before one of his fights.
In American boxing and boxing period, have there been any talks about making this fight happen?
Nah, I haven't heard nothing about making that fight happen. I haven't heard anything about it, so no.
Have there been any talks about your next fight at all at this point?
Welcome to Wix Harmony. Take the speed.
My boy Aircraft and my boy Rick Towns in the building, man. Salute, family. Salute. Malaza, I see Malaza.
Yeah, it's kind of be a little bit of talks, but we haven't made no moves on nothing yet. Once again, whatever move we make gonna make sense, and we're gonna find the best available option for me.
Can you tell us the name that's being discussed at the moment? Just between us friends.
Ariel trying to get that shit out of here.
I can't say nothing. I mean, we gotta wait and see. When it comes down to it, I will make sure that it's something the fans like.
Would it mean a return?
Hey, Newsflash, Shakur Stevenson, Brad Goodman told your business already.
Turn for you in the summertime. Is that what you're looking for?
I would rather be back in around like September, October-ish.
Okay. Any particular reason why so long?
Because I don't like to just jump right back in the ring. You know, don't training camps is long training camps. I've been boxing since I was 5 years old, nonstop. Guys haven't been doing what I've been doing. So, I'm 28 now, and that's 23 years, about to be 29, 24 years straight in the game. I think that I need time off after these fights so I could come back and get my best. And I think greatness takes time.
Your next fight, will it be with Matchroom or will it be with The Ring? Who will it be with?
I don't know. You know, I do business with everybody. Honestly, I know that whatever it is probably 9 times out of 10 will be with Turkey. I think that Turkey has changed the sport of boxing. So with him changing the sport of boxing, I enjoy doing business with him. I enjoy doing business with him because he like making the best fights happen. So the best versus the best, I'm down with that. That's the shit that I'm into.
Yeah, so it seems like you guys are in a really good place now.
Bro, listen, can you take him serious, bro? I can't take him serious, dog. I'm sorry, bro. Sorry, but I'm sorry, bro. I cannot take him serious, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sheldon Moore, I see you crying in the comments today. I'm sorry me talking about your favorite fighter right now, bro. I can't take him serious, bro. I can't take him serious.
Maybe at the beginning there was, I don't know, something, but now it seems like you're in a great place.
Yeah, it was a lot of miscommunication going on. Once, you know, miscommunication goes on, a lot of things with us being men as we are, things be misunderstood. And when things is misunderstood, it's like things can go left. But now that there's not a lot of miscommunication and we got everything settled the right way, it's respect amongst men.
If Turkey were to ask you,
what the fuck was that about? What was that? Like, who was he talking about? Like, whatever, bro.
Shakur,
Whatever, bro.
Who's your choice for your next fight? Who do you say?
I can't tell you right now.
No, your choice. Your choice. You're not who you talking to. Just if it was up to you.
I'll say this: I would love to make the biggest fight in boxing happen.
Biggest fight in boxing happen. Okay, I guess whatever our interpretation of that would give us the answer, but I don't know what you consider the biggest fight in boxing.
Yeah, what do you
It ain't
consider?
about what I consider the biggest fight in boxing. It's what y'all consider the biggest fight in boxing. So y'all know what that means.
Is it Tank Davis?
Like I said, I would like to make the biggest fight in boxing happen.
Holy smokes. That would be something. The bottom line is you have a lot of great options right now. Do you agree?
Yes.
There's a lot of big names that we've just discussed.
Who are the options? Who the options? Like,
And any one of those would be pretty damn big.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm down with whatever, you know, whatever makes sense. But once again, I would love to make the biggest and best fights happen. I would love to make the most competitive fights happen. And I would love to show the world why I am the best fighter in the sport of boxing.
2 last things for you. We're seeing a lot of fighters signed with Zuffa Boxing. Richardson Hitchens, Edgar Berlanga. Today we saw Chris Billum-Smith. What do you think about what they're doing?
I think it's good. It's a brave move to make. I think Zuffa is a good place to be. You know, they're giving out great money for fighters. So I think that's the thing that makes the most sense.
Have you talked to them?
Not yet.
Okay. And the last one is, I know you were watching the card on Saturday.
I swear to God on everything I love, people probably not going to believe me, but I did not see it.
What? Well, you turned it off after Conor Ben?
Yeah, I watched Conor Ben and I went to go play the game.
What? What are you talking about? You didn't see it on social media afterwards? It was everywhere.
trash. Fucking trash. All right, man. Link is open, man. Pull up, man. Pull up, man. Pull up. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this damn interview. I want to hear what y'all got to say about this damn interview right now. The link is pinned to the top. Pull up. I want to hear, man. I want to hear. This is Sheldon Moore.
Oh, you knew I was coming. Why I got to be crying? Why I got to be crying when we just having a difference of opinion, brother?
Now you sound like you was crying. You said you hating up there. What I gotta hate on Shakur when
you said it hurt his brand. He beat the dude. Everybody said the dude was gonna be his toughest fight. He beat the dude 11-1 and 12-0, and now that hurt his brand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
No, let me ask you this: is his brand? Do you see any growth in his brand right now?
Yeah, I don't see no hurt. I don't see no growth. You're right. I don't see no growth, but I don't see no hurt.
Based off,
I don't see no growth, but I don't see no hurt.
You don't see no growth?
I don't see no growth. I don't see no hurt. It's probably basically the same.
I can understand that. I can respect that opinion. I can respect
that. Yeah, I don't see no hurt. He didn't. His brand wasn't that big to begin with. So
the reason why I think it's doing damage is because he's getting in these interviews and he's contradicting himself too many times within the interviews. The contradictions hurt your brand. That's my thing.
I can respect that, and I agree. But my question to you is this: all these motherfuckers do that. So you can't name a fighter that don't contradict himself from time to time. They all do that shit.
Sheldon, he's the biggest at it, though.
Oh, he's the biggest. Okay. Well, I ain't gonna argue with y'all. I think they all full of shit. So I'm kind of biased. I think they all full of shit. Niggas fight any nigga that's talking about he the best in the world and he fight once or twice a year. You full of shit, nigga.
But But Shakur told us in the interview that he only fighting 2 times a year. That's what he basically.
And he's full of shit. And he's full of shit just like the rest of them. And he's full of shit just like the rest of them.
That's what he told us. Manny TV was good, my boy. Was good, bro.
What's up with you?
T Hill was good, bro. What's popping, man? Crush was good, man. What y'all think?
I'm gonna let Crush cook because I know Crush want to cook.
Crush, go ahead, brother. Go ahead, Crush, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear what Crush got to say about this damn interview. I know Crush got a lot to say about this.
I wasn't ready to go yet. That's why I want Tommy to go.
Okay, I'll go. Let me say this first and foremost. What we really know Shakur for?
Not losing.
Capping, not losing. Okay, I'll go. But why he become even more popular than he already is? Because you said his brand ain't really that big. So why is it as big as it is now?
Because he ain't lost.
Because he ain't lost? So you just know him because he ain't lost.
No, because he ain't lost. If he had taken a loss, you wouldn't even be talking.
I think we all really know the real reason why we know him. It's because the mere mentioning of another Mickey Fricky. The one that you call a dude, but this nigga right here ain't acting like David. So I'm gonna go back to what I said that you questioned up in the chat, my ninja. You said he got to be the one. Hell yeah, he got to be the one. Not only do he need to be the one in his ish that he's doing, put all that ish out. He got to take another nigga to the vet and put his ass down too. Like, we got to get these niggas that's using that nigga name to build their buzz, to generate their brand, so to speak, and get them to fudge up out of here. Because that stuff is diva-esque. That's like going to the Grammys. We got to make...
That dude got to get in the ring first. He got to get his diva ass out of trouble and get in the goddamn ring.
So let me ask you this. How many more fights has this nigga had than the nigga that ain't been in the ring?
He had less fights for him. He had less fights.
So that applies to them all too. All them niggas ain't really fighting. All them niggas is using his name to make their fights and make their buzz. So that nigga really got to be the one to put the end to all this stuff, because his faction is the one that they constantly target. His faction is the one that they constantly have. What's that?
He said he got to be the one to put the end to it, but can he do it? I don't know if the nigga can do it.
Hell to the
No. Better yet. In the interview, he said, I want to make the biggest fight happen.
He alluded to his ass again, dog. And you know who it is. This dude, that's weird. That he can't stand, that he said, fudge him.
See, but this the thing.
Fudge him.
Then you ask him, what's the biggest fight? And then he don't even want to give the declaration on who it is, which is like, we know who it is.
The nigga he don't want to talk about.
4K in this same interview.
AK.
He was trying to get into negotiations and sit at the table with Conor Ben. But you wasn't willing to do that shit in 2024, though. Make this make sense, bro.
You right. Touche, nigga, touche.
It's a lot of touche, and it's a lot of, when I think of Diva, I think of a Grammy Award performance where niggas gotta have a damn air conditioner set to a certain level. They gotta make sure the right mic. This nigga gave every bit of them implications in this ish right here. Fudge him. I don't even want to talk about dude. Weird. Don't even mention him. I ain't even thinking about him. You know why? I need this nigga. So Tank need to just go on and get his ish together, get his ass in the ring, and get these niggas the fudge up out of him. Take them niggas to the vet and put them down, dog. That's what I say.
They ask him about every interview in. Who they ask him about?
They already know what it is, dog.
They ask him. He ain't bringing a nigga up. They ask him.
Dog, they sit down and talk about what they gonna talk about, right? Come on, Sheldon. Hey, my bad, Cam. Go ahead and cook. Go ahead and cook, because I got something for Sheldon. This nigga already know.
Ask Shakur about Tank one day. One day he want to talk about it and mention his name. The next two interviews, oh man, I don't want to talk about dude, man.
Go ahead, Crush. I want to hear what Crush. I know Crush gonna say some old dumb shit. Come on, Crush.
Them last two interviews, then they bring his name up. He bring Tank up. Yeah, Tank, man, he's a hell of a fighter, man. I want to make that fight happen, man, much as possible, man. I think we the best two in the division. And then the next interview, man, fuck dude, man.
He weird. That nigga weird. Don't even talk about him around me. I don't never want to talk about him no more. I don't even care if I get the fight. I don't want to fight. I don't care if I get the fight. Man, before Crush, you continue to crumble, Crush. I know you over there crumbling, getting right. I know you crumbling.
Hold up. You don't want to speak now.
Wait. Before you speak, let me say this one thing to Sheldon. Sheldon, you know about itinerary. You know about being addressed because you was an illiterate. They literally prompt before they go online with these damn questions and go over what they're supposed to go over and talk about. That nigga be saying that it's deliberately, man. He know what he doing.
They do. Yeah, he know what he's doing. Go ahead, Crush. I want to hear this from you. I want to hear this shit.
Yes, you need to listen to this shit here. Now, I gotta take a drag of what I'm smoking called Shakur, because this is what I'm smoking right now. So let me see. As I smoke on this Shakur right here, let me start with this. Dimples come straight out of a Mickey freaking comic book. Dimples come straight out of a comic book. He's your Sammy Sam with no thick mustache, dimples, and two cat guns. Just doing nothing but popping and shooting off cats. This guy got to stop the nonsense. It's over. Game is over. I'm closing the curtain on this. Feel the way that you feel. You can cry tonight. Call me tomorrow morning. I'll be open for business. You know what time I open. Come and get your coffee and donuts for grown-ups if you ain't ready now. But since it's the afternoon, I got your brunch and your lunch for you. So tap on in and tap out. Spinal cord time. Listen, man, I'm not going to play around with this dude. No Mickey freaking more. This dude is hilarious right now. All is he this and that. He's blasphemous to his own self. Every time this guy open up his mouth, he's killing himself. Keep on saying I'm the best. You not the best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. You haven't proven a Mickey freaking thing, my man. No. You're not at all. No. Never fought none of the best of the damn best. No. You fought a has-been in moment, guys. Here. That's right. Everybody get butt naked. Be going back to the motherland. On this, I ain't got time to be playing around with this dude. He need to be quiet. Shut up and take his little fat self up to 147, which I was talking about this morning on my show when he was talking about meeting Devin at 144. What are you talking about? But you talking about I can make 35. But you 9 pounds down from boy, you crazy. And y'all just gonna keep on backing this guy up. Stop defending this guy until he honor y'all. I'm talking to you Shakur fans. He ain't even honoring y'all right now. And y'all defending this dude. I ought to put some powder on my hand and smack y'all back up into consciousness. I'm really disappointed in y'all standing for this dude here. If everybody else can get on a fighter, because the Tanker Maniacs, and they get on his ass, he do goofy shit, and he needs to stop and get himself together. He needs to. But right now, until he get himself together, these dudes need to be doing something instead of trying to sit and preserve. I know what you're doing. You're waiting for these other weight classes to get weaker and weaker so you can go up there and act like you're doing something. You hang out with Clarissa Shields too damn much. Your sister is starting to rub off on you, Shakur.
Hey, that's a low blow, Crush. That's a low blow there. Don't do that. That's a low blow.
Ain't no low blow. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's a damn stern ass piston jab right to the belly button. Fold like a goddamn beach chair. Cause this dude right now, every time you open his mouth, he's folding his goddamn self. This dude got to do something. Boy, 2 fights a year. That's why at 9 years you only gave us 25 fights. But you talking about you the damn best? Are you serious? You is the best at preserving yourself. This dude's going to outdo goddamn Canned Goods. He's outdoing Canned Goods right now, preserving himself for what? But you telling us you the damn best. You ain't been in there with none of the goddamn best. Moment dudes, one-hit wonders. I wish I could have, should have. What the hell? I don't care what none of y'all got to say about it. You're too fan of this dude. You should be feeling the same way that I feel about your goddamn boy. Because we damn sure get on out and I get on my children that same way. They on some goofy stuff. Oh, yeah, dad coming with it. So I'm treating this the same way, baby. This ain't for no goddamn gimmick. This ain't for no likes. This is me telling the reality of this dude sucks right now. I don't care what he did. I don't care what you talk about his defense. He's the best defensive guy as ducking a 50-50 fight. That's what he's the best defensive guy. He's the sweet pea of that. He ain't the sweet pea or nothing. Or no defensive fighter. Come inside the ring.
Wait. Hold up, Chris. Now you going in a little too far. Who the A-side in this supposed biggest fight in boxing? Who's supposed to be the A-side? Him or the other nigga?
Who? Who you talking about? What other nigga?
So in the supposed biggest fight in boxing, Shakur versus Davis. Who's the A-side? Is it Shakur or is it the other nigga?
Asking that question?
I'm asking.
I got him. Shell, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I said on my show. I don't give a damn about no A and no damn B. I know there's a whole lot of F and S fighters out here, feared and fucking scared. Ain't no A and goddamn B. B, A, I don't give a damn what you do. Make it the fuck happen. Ryan was a damn B side. Didn't he make the Tank fight happen? Goddamn it, we ain't gonna play this A and B shit no goddamn more. A and B and see the fucking reality of it that these motherfuckers laying on F and motherfucking S. Feared and fucking scared.
That's what I was saying earlier. That's what I said. All these niggas are full of shit. That's what I said.
These dudes ain't out here doing what they're supposed to do and challenging themselves. They better do a Xander Zayas and Bruce Ennis, and they ain't got nothing else to say. They ain't doing that, and they expose their asses. All your favorite.
They don't give a fuck. They just want to fight.
You gotta get some goddamn insurance on your fucking.
I gotta give you that one. Them two motherfuckers just want to fight. They don't give a fuck. They just want to fight. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, I get you on that.
Fuck shot. I ain't got nothing else to say. Xander and Bruce just did it. These motherfuckers ain't done it yet, yo.
Yeah, real talk. Can't argue that point.
Hey, talk that talk, Crush. Talk that talk, Crush.
I can't argue that point.
Baby. Here it is. Yoda just
ran into that point. Hey, them two niggas just want to fight. They don't give a fuck who's in charge, who's A-side. They don't give a fuck about none of that. They just want to fight.
Yoda said he came in here to spit facts over fishing. He said he ain't doing this for clicks and giggles, but y'all can like, comment, and subscribe.
Bro, it's facts over feelings, bro. Like
Hey, man,
real shit in this
we
game,
ain't
bro.
playing,
It's facts
man.
over
We ain't
feelings.
playing.
Facts over feelings. P Hunter was good, brother. Man, what you got for the topic, brother?
I mean, but this whole Shakur and whoever he want to speak on, Shakur's always been risk averse. He's always been risk averse. I mean, that's just how he fights risk averse.
That Terrence Crawford's disease.
I mean, Terrence Crawford, whoever, but he's risk averse. So he's just that's the way he is. But no, Terrence Crawford wasn't risk averse in the ring, but even Shakur's risk averse in the ring. He's not going to take too many chances. He's just not that type of guy, and that's fine. If that's the way he wants to do things, and that's cool. But the way he talks, he always talks like that. When he did the interview with Tank Davis's coach, I can't remember the other coaches. Kenny, and but that was when the whole Loma fight was going. And when he's like, well, yeah, if Loma drops out the fight, I'll take that fight, right? But when it came to it, he didn't really want to take the fight, which is cool. I mean, and I think that was more of a Jay Prince thing than a Shakur Stevenson thing, because Jay Prince is not stupid. Shakur basically didn't have a he didn't have a promoter at the time, so for him to take that Tank fight and lose, Shakur would be non-existent because he doesn't box exciting enough to make people care about him coming back to fight anybody. So, that was a risk. That was a hell of a risk, especially on a 50-50 fight. And especially on a 50-50 fight against the biggest name in boxing in America. So, I understand that, that calculated move, because I can't say it's a duck, but it was smart. It was calculated. Especially if he knew that Eddie Hearn was going to come to bat and all that stuff. So again, he's just risk averse. And if that's how he's going to, go through his career, that's cool. Like I said before, but even with the 144 Dev, risk averse. I don't want to go to 147 for Dev, but I'll go to 147 for Conor Ben. Even with the T.O. thing, first thing out of his mouth, he said, I see a bunch of either weaknesses or something in T.O.'s game. He knew he could be. I mean, most people, who knows boxing, knew he could be T.O. Because T.O., T.O.'s be on some nonsense half the time. So, that's just the core, and he's gonna always do this. This is just gonna be his MO from now on.
Yeah, nasty word, man. D Free, what's good, brother? Man, what's popping, man? What's good with you, brother? What you got for the topic, dog?
I hear what everybody. What's going on? What's going on? I hear what everybody's saying. And the last brother that was just speaking, he don't want to call it a duck. I gotta call it a duck. When it came to Tank Davis. See, in a normal situation, I would say the business of boxing didn't allow that fight to happen. But it's not the business of boxing because he didn't have a promoter. He wasn't signing nobody. And he said him versus Tank was the biggest fight in all of boxing. It's Michael Jordan versus LeBron. They gave you a one-fight deal to fight the guy that you said is the biggest fight in boxing. You said no. You want a multi-fight deal. That's not what you said. You said you want to fight Tank Davis. They gave you Tank Davis on a silver platter. One fight, Tank Davis. If you beat Tank Davis, you can have a multi-fight deal because I'm quite sure Tank is going to have a rematch clause in that contract. So you will have a multi-fight deal. So I gotta call it a duck. Because he didn't have anybody behind him to say, don't take that fight outside of your manager. And let's be honest. Jay Prince is only worried about how much money he can get in his pocket. If you can line up a fight with the biggest fight in your fighter's career, man, I need that money. Go make that fight. So I gotta call it a duck. But a lot of times these guys need to have a PR person because they'll say one thing on one interview and then come back on another interview and contradict everything they said in the last interview. You need to have a PR person so they can say, okay, when they bring up this question, you say this. Now they're going to bring up that question again, but it's going to be in a different form. Make sure you stay on the same thing. These guys get tripped up. They get tripped up with the words because they asking them the same question. They just rewording it. It's not different. It's the same question. They just reworded, and we saw you wasn't true to what you said before because you switched up in the next interview, or you went back and you thought about it and said, that didn't sound right. Let me change the next time they ask me that because that didn't sound right. One of the two happened. Either you wasn't true to what you said, or you realized it didn't sound right. You had to switch it up. So I mean, I don't know, like with the whole Shakur and the rehab.
He went in the matrix.
Your boy Sheldon came in and froze my man D Free out when he was over there cooking.
He was in the matrix. He was cooking too. He was cooking too, man. You know what I'm saying?
I had to say.
I think one thing about it is just like the conversation ain't driven towards Tank. You know what I'm saying? It's more so the conversation is more about the contradictions in the actual interview. Like him wanting to fight Devin at 144. Like, what's the purpose for Devin to go down to 147 and concede to Shakur Stevenson? Like, there's no purpose for Devin Haney to go down to 144 to fight Shakur Stevenson when he's a champion at 147. And Shakur, he's the guy. Remember too, we gotta remember too at the same time. Let me hold. Where that video at? This is Brad Goodman the other day. Now, concede that Brad Goodman says 145 in this. I thought he meant to say 135, but check this video out right here.
Any heads up that you can give us? Are we working in the background on this lineal potential title being online between the Shakur Stevenson and the Raymond Morataya? Is that something you guys are on the phones going back and forth about right now?
Yeah, there's been talk, Shakur, listen, I think Shakur is tremendous, man. Really. I think, he dominates at 35, 40, even 47. That's how high I am on Shakur. Is there talk about it? Yeah. At 135, there's talk about it. And listen, he's the 40-pound champion. Morataya would go up to 40. But I know both parties want the fight.
Yeah. Hey, well, I want to say real quick, about the whole Conor Ben situation. He said that he never heard anything back. Well, Conor Ben was dealing with Turkey. Turkey made that fight for Conor Ben. So if you wanted to fight with Conor Ben, you should have talked to Turkey. That wasn't Eddie Hearn. That wasn't Conor Ben's management company. That was Turkey that made that fight. So you need to go talk to Turkey.
What you think about him wanting to fight Devin at 144, D3?
Man, he's looking for an advantage. He know that Devin right now is at 47, and Devin Haney might be moving out of 47 because Devin Haney is getting bigger and bigger as the year goes on. So he's looking for an advantage. If Devin got to come down to 44, he's going to put a rehydration clause on Devin. So that means Devin can't go up but to 154 pounds the night of the fight. He's looking for.
He said he'll fight
him
straight up at 144. He won't put no clause on the 144. He'll only put a clause on him if he fought him at 47, like Conor Ben and Ryan.
That nigga's not the A side. How you gonna put a clause on anything?
Yo, this is not Canelo and Floyd. Floyd could do that with Canelo. Shakur can't do that with Devin.
But the whole thing is, how you gonna ask Devin to fight at 44 when Devin is the champion at 47? Devin is the one that's making the terms. If you want to fight him, you fight him on Devin's terms. He's the champion. You're calling him out. He's not calling you out. He's not asking for the fight with you. You're asking for the fight with him. Right. This is the problem I have with people that's asking for fights with other fighters. You can't ask for a fight and then say, fight me on these terms. If you're asking for a fight, you fight on the terms that they set. You're asking for the fight, not the other way around.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'll say this, man. I mean, if they're gonna make the fight. And you said that your skills pay the bills, and your skills have been putting people. And I know it's sparring, but you've been putting heavyweights down in sparring. and you've been beating their ass, then you should have no problem with somebody you said, dude, really ain't even like that. So if you're going to make the fight and go up there and take his belt, because you said you was about legacy too, and it was all about belts. Like, these niggas say a lot of things and they contradict themselves and they fanboys. Yeah. They go out there and they make excuses for it. This nigga been shown in many ways where he ain't really been truthful. He been saying stuff that ain't been so. And then he go back and try to clean it up. This nigga was talking down upon taking advantages in fights. Now he's looking for each and every single advantage he can get to make a fight. That's why he ain't even fighting in his own damn division, where he got many threats that he can get rid of. He said he wanted to go and conquer his division. He ain't thinking about doing that. He talking about making fights outside the division. And the nigga that they... Go ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say he hasn't conquered one single division yet. This man that moved to what? This is fourth weight class he didn't move to. He hasn't conquered a division yet. And he's talking about fighting at 44, fighting guys at 47. At least conquer one of the divisions that you're fighting at.
He didn't conquer 130.
That he's talking about. Some of them ain't even 50-50 fights. Like, Conor Benn is not a 50-50 fight.
Y'all niggas said Valdez was the best at 130, right? Is that what y'all said?
No, I didn't.
They only have 5 fights at 130. How you gonna conquer 130 with 5 fights?
That nigga conquered by Artem, Yoshino.
How you gonna conquer 130 with 5 fights?
Hey, that's what I'm telling you. What y'all said. Y'all said that Valdez was the best at 130. He beat that motherfucker and got the lineal, right?
Shelton, when you talking to me, make sure you take what I say, because I ain't never say Valdez was the best.
I know, Free. I'm just fucking with you. I know what you said. I remember that.
I think conquer a division was Charlo.
Yeah, it ain't too many people.
You beat everybody unless you beat everybody for the belts. That's conquering the division. You beat everybody for the belts.
Yeah, so you feel me that there ain't nobody that's been conquering, like he said, unless it's been Charlo. I mean, Earl was trying to do it, but he fell short. You know what I'm saying? Most of the people that's getting belts, if they're getting a lot of them, they're getting them in one fell swoop fashion. That's what he looking like he trying to do. But in the meantime, he is in a division that's laced with a lot of talent. He can make these fights and he can further substantiate his claim. But my man, Too Rich, dog, ain't nobody conquered. We ain't saying that. We see, the thing is, you niggas hate people so much that y'all apply stuff to folks. Ain't nobody up here said anything about somebody else conquering them. What I have said, and I'm gonna maintain and say it, no matter how mad big these niggas getting, since we ain't talking about them, but I'm gonna show you how it even went around. When you prepare a statement or some type of essay or something like that, you make a thesis statement. And then you come back and you build everything up in your body, and then you conclude it highlighting your thesis statement. His first statement in the interview was he wants to make the biggest and best fights. He went on to go on, say a whole bunch of cannon fodder, and then got back to making the biggest fight, not mentioning some dude's name who he said F him, who he can't stand, who he said is weird. That nigga brought it back to Tank. Nobody else did. Not even the nigga that interviewed him. That nigga wanted to bring it back to Tank. So like I said, since you in there commenting, nigga, I'm going to tell you like I've always told everybody, no matter how big any of these niggas get, I still got Tank getting them niggas out by round 8. Each and every single one of them. And he need to, because this ish need to stop, because y'all niggas hate on the PBC and the biggest niggas that ever affect the PBC, so y'all can get their presence out. And y'all niggas do it in open sight. Sickening how y'all do it. And then y'all be capping for these niggas that be capping every single day. This nigga did a whole interview full of cap. Full of cat.
Let me get sis in. Let me get 2 cents in real quick. 2 cents. What's good, sis?
What's up, y'all? Come back to me. I'll be right back.
All right, go with let's go with Dodger. Dodger, what's good, my brother?
Salute. I don't even know if I'm old enough to be up here with y'all old ass niggas. My bad. My bad. My bad, OG.
What's up with you, Don?
You just mad because your ass is old. My bad. My bad. Salute, fellas. Hopefully I get to where y'all at someday. Nah, but me, I got a different outlook on the catch weight thing. I don't give a damn how they fight because I think Shakur he wants an advantage. So I think 3 pounds shouldn't be that big a thing for them. But I don't want Devin to have to do a rehydration clause. So if they gonna make the fight at 44 and it ain't gonna no rehydration clause, I'll take it. See, that's the only thing I had because both of these niggas don't sell, so they both in the same spot. It's 50-50. If they ain't gonna have no belt on the line, neither one of them ain't a draw. So
But if you fight
go ahead and make it happen.
That would be a fool to go down to 144.
Radio Flyer down there last night. They was Brandon Raven last night talking about Devin don't got to concede to Shakur and everything. They was popping. Hey, the Devin and Shakur fans was going at it last night. That shit was hilarious.
But I'm gonna bring them something to them. See, they know that Turkey is not giving out the money, and Turkey clearly likes Shakur more than he likes Devin. Whether you want to say it or not, he likes Shakur more than he likes Devin. So if Devin wants that money, he most likely gonna have to give up something to Shakur because either that or fight Ryan. But I don't know if he wants to fight Ryan, and that's a whole other subject. And I'm like, Shakur gonna keep capping. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even pay no attention. The more he want to fight, I want to fight Tank, but you want to be with Turkey. Nigga, that don't make no sense. That's like me wanting to be my old lady. Nigga, I'm like, you know what? I'm still stay with my baby mama though. Nigga, what? Nigga, that don't make no sense.
But Donja, that's because he's trying to give him advantage.
Hey, Donja,
Bruh.
the only problem I have with a catchweight is when the smaller guy is asking the bigger fighter for the catchweight.
Right.
If the bigger fighter asking the smaller guy, I have no problem with the catchweight because the bigger guy is coming down to the smaller and the smaller is coming up to the bigger. But when the smaller guy wants to fight the bigger guy, then go up there and fight him. Don't ask him for no catchweight. You want to fight the bigger guy. Go up there and fight him.
I think they both want to, but you know what?
God damn it.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
lie. I'm totally.
Go ahead.
I mean, y'all gonna probably say, "Yo, you wilding, you bugging or whatever," but I'm totally disinterested in watching Shakur and Dev fight. Totally disinterested.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, for real, I am.
Totally, because
that crazy,
I'd rather see Shakur fight.
They one of the best names, so why not get it cracking? They need to get it cracking.
Because it's gonna be
But
boring
at the
as
same
fuck.
time, I don't think Devin got this. I will agree with Devin. Don't got to concede to what Shakur want in that situation. In my opinion, for us fighting at the catch weight with him at 147, that's just my opinion.
The thing is, Devin's back is against the wall though. But who is he gonna fight?
Aircraft.
Yeah, Devin don't really got no fight right now either, though.
Come on.
Floyd didn't ask no Canelo. Floyd didn't ask for no catchweight.
Yeah, Canelo
asked for a catchweight, and Floyd said, "I'll fight you at 154." Yeah, Canelo wanted that fight. That wasn't Floyd.
You're right. Canelo wanted to fight. Floyd was like, "Yo, I can fight you, but we ain't gonna be at 154, something like that." So, but Canelo asked for the fight, so Canelo did what he was supposed to do to make the fight. So but when you're talking about Shakur's doing the exact opposite.
Why you don't want to see the fight between Dev and Core?
If I see Shakur fight somebody, I need to see somebody that is going to make Shakur fight. I don't think Dev is going to make Shakur fight. I think Dev is going to, he's going to use his length. He's going to do Dev. Dev is going to do Dev things. And that's going to make me mad. And then if I'm spending money, now if it's free on Netflix, I'm good. But if I'm paying for it, it's going to frustrate me not to see them bang out.
Nah, I fudge with it.
Now,
I would still like to see the fight though.
I mean, it's a good fight because of the names, but if I want to see a fight, if like Gary Airton Russell versus Shakur, I think that would be a very good, exciting fight.
Yo, but that's a fight they can make.
Well, yeah.
Hey, let's address the elephant in the room. Let's address the elephant in the room. What option do either one of these guys have right now?
I think Shakur has more options than Dev. Shakur has 140. 140 has killers. Shakur could go down to 135. You got Abdullah. You got, if Tank beat this case, you got Tank, and then you got Muratalla. So Shakur has way more options than Dev. 147.
No, I'm talking about right now because Abdullah got a fight on July 4th.
Are you talking about right now?
Neither one of these. Yeah, neither one of these guys got a fight lined up.
But
So
they ain't gonna get
what
no fight
option do
until
either
July.
one?
Remember, Shakur already said he don't want to fight until September, October.
Yeah,
What
but
he
he
got to
talking about
preserve that
Conor
advance?
Definitely
He
did.
ain't talking about fighting no. He ain't talking about fighting no Abdullah. He ain't talking about fighting no Raymond Muratalla.
He'll
can
fight
fight Gary.
Muratalla before
He can
Abdullah.
fight Gary at 140 for a belt.
He actually, Brad Goodman in that video, he said that they been talking to Shakur team about the fight. So Shakur's been talking with Muratalla's team about a fight at 135 or 140 right now.
Man, that
I
might be
mean,
a better
that's
fight because I think Muratalla is going to make a fight.
Raymond Ben want that fight with Shakur. Raymond Ben trying to get that fight with Shakur.
yeah. He been trying to get the fight,
That's not a secret. Yeah, Raymond Ben trying to get that fight.
but at 40, currently there are so many fights that he can make. He said he wanted to unify every. And matter of fact, he said he wanted to undispute every division he went to. There's opportunity for that.
He ain't never undisputed in no division. Why you think he gonna do it now?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying what he done said, Andre.
He lied. He's a damn liar. He's a damn liar because Jay Prince not gonna let him and Abdullah fight.
Shakur, the same man that said he'd take the WBC belt back if they gave it to him.
Man, I have it upon good authority that in the sparring session, they saw all they need to see from Abdullah, and they don't really want no parts of Abdullah. I think that's why the mission is to make them little bro, because they don't want no wreck with Abdullah. And Abdullah, I don't know if Abdullah really want to play that game with them, but unfortunately, he did sign with Jay Prince. I was a little upset with that because I know how Jay Prince get down, but in the end, it's what's best for him. He's going to do it, and that's what his dad's going to make sure. So I can't speak against that. But what I will say, as long as they in the same umbrella, under the same house, that fight ain't never gonna happen. And Jay Prince done blocked many of fights for many of his fighters.
Facts. That's a fact. 2 cents, you ready, sis?
Yeah, you ain't in timeout no more?
Yo, man, I'm trying to finish up my tax. Basically, I just want to come up here and say that Shakur don't want the fight, y'all. All the stuff y'all hear him asking for that don't sound right, and all of him contradicting himself, saying he feel one way about rehydration clauses and catch weight, to now asking for him, he don't want the fight. And part of my criteria is when people are asking for things that they know they're not going to get, it's a duck. And I'm not necessarily saying he's ducking because officially they're not in the same weight class, so they can't be ducking each other. But it always seems like when it's a competitive fight or a fight that people really want to see the fans fight from Shakur Stevenson, it's a lot of hoops to jump through and a lot of stipulations that's put in a way that people just not going to do. So I don't know, like, at what point people are going to finally be like, okay, Shakur, that's enough with this that you're doing, or if they just going to continue to make excuses and just not acknowledge it. It doesn't make him any less of a fighter. It doesn't make him a bad fighter, but just acknowledge the games that he's playing. Like, that's all we asking people to do. And they get all in their feelings or get upset when you spit facts. Devin Haney's not going to come back down to 144 pounds for what? And then you talking about the fight don't need a belt. Well, according to Devin Haney and his fans, all they worried about is the belts and chasing legacy and greatness and all of that. So what makes you think he's going to come down and not fight you for a belt when you know what Devin Haney's MO is? So I think Shakur Stevenson doing all these talking. I don't think he got no intentions on fighting Devin right now. But another thing that I seen that was interesting, and I'm going to land my plane, I seen Eddie Hearn doing an interview talking about he tried to make a fight with Muratalla, and Muratalla wanted $3 million. Now my question is, why is Eddie Hearn trying to make a fight for Shakur Stevenson with Muratalla if he's a free agent? Can anybody answer that for me?
Because he's still signed with Eddie Hearn.
Because free agency has its privileges. I'm just kidding. That nigga's still with Eddie.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, more than likely he's still with Eddie, But that's Shakur doing Shakur things.
You see when they asked him if he said, I'm working with everybody right now. That's what he said in the interview with Ariel Helwani. When he asked him, like, for his matchroom, he said, oh, yeah, I'm working with everybody right now. Turkey.
Hey, but Cam,
Eddie.
low key, that's kind of true because you broke the news. All of them under the same umbrella now. They all under the zone.
Eddie Hearn
Yeah, for the
said
most
that.
part, yeah.
He said that he still got the sponsorship with Riyadh season in the interview that we reacted to earlier in the show. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everything ties together, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Shakur get a fight before Devin at this point right now, though, because Shakur got more loyalty in the game to the promoters and the guys, more so than Devin does. Devin don't really got that much loyalty, that much. He done burned bridges with Top Rank to where you seen, even if Top Rank, the only way they was gonna let Xander is if Xander really wanted that fight, just like with Boots. You know what I mean? And let him have that fight. And Xander think fucking Devin is food. He think Devin is food. You know what I'm saying? And we want to go into that perspective, but Devin, in reality, Devin don't really got that much options right now currently, due to the fact that you got, his mandatory and Jack Catterall having a fight with Rolly's mandatory Shakron Giasov May 23rd on the Usyk and Rico card. And then Ryan he got a mandatory in Conor Ben, which it looked like the WBC's about to mandate that shit and make that fight happen. And which Keith Conley said that he's ready to negotiate that fight right now because of fucking Devin been playing around with that shit. He ain't got the Rolly fight unless he back to the table with Rolly. Now, if Devin's back to the table with Rolly, because I was thinking about this earlier. If Devin's back to the table with Rolly, then it's gonna really show what type of time when they even more is on. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of the fact that this man talking about he's that guy and talking about they want to do this and do that, bro. Them boys is about the money, man. They choosing the money over the legacy, man, and it goes along with Shakur and a lot of the fighters in the game, man. They are prize fighters. They're choosing the money over legacy right now, currently in 4K. You know what I mean? So when these fighters be out here talking about, the legacy and stuff, yeah, the belts come a part of with the money and everything, as far as the legacy and the process. But at the same time, a lot of these guys is very strategic on how they moving within the process of all of this shit. You know what I mean? That's just the fact of the matter. We're seeing it in 4K from a lot of these guys.
I think
I'm gonna tell you what Bernard said on the show. Bernard said on the show the other day. He said if his son can fight somebody for $2 million and get a championship belt, or fight somebody for $10 million, there's no belt on the line, he's taking the $10 million. He don't care nothing about that daggone belt. He don't care nothing about it. He said, yes, I would love to be a champion, but if I can be financially stable and have a generational wealth, I don't care nothing about those daggone belts.
But that's for every sport. That's for every sport. Those cats in football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever, they all talking about to get a championship, but the bottom line is that money's gonna always come first. Always.
Man, these niggas in the chats and they regular day lives, they know that applies, man. They could say what they want, but we all know what the deal is, man. I'm gonna say this. Eddie said, now I'm not a big proponent of Eddie. I don't even rock with Eddie. That nigga's still the House of Slytherin. To the day I die with that nigga. I know he threw one of his fighters under the bus for doing everything in their possible the ability possible to win the fight. He made the fight and went in there and outworked the fighter and won the fight, but they cheated him and he threw him under the bus. So I really ain't got much leeway for that nigga Eddie. But lately he been cooking and he been saying the truth. And what he said today in the interview about draw power.
I got a question to ask you about Eddie, since we talking about Eddie a little bit. With Eddie, isn't it ironic that you see that Eddie, like when he really don't fuck with you, he showed it with Devin Haney. When he don't fuck with you, he spill all his truth on you, just like he did with Regis. He don't fuck with Regis. He even told us in 4K last week, yeah, Regis is hurt and everything. Regis said he was capping, and then Regis come after the fight saying he got 4 injuries. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When Eddie don't fuck with you, he let it be known, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna tell all the truth about you if he don't fuck with you. And that lets you know when he was talking about Devin Haney about him not being a draw and etc., he was telling his truth.
He was speaking the whole truth. But he's speaking the truth of all fighters. Like only a few fighters that got catch him.
So what do y'all think about if Devin can't make these big fights? I would like to see Devin fight Karen Kugadajian.
I mean, shit, Karen right now about to fight Patty Donovan
Oh,
right
that's right,
now.
Patty Donovan. That's right.
Yeah, and the winner of that fight going to fight the winner of Crocker and Pyro. So that Crocker got work going on right now. You know what I mean? He in a whole IBF tournament with Leon Pyro and Patty Donovan and Karen Tukadazian right now. Salute to my boy Blue, man. What's good, Blue? Salute to my boy Not There in the building too as well, man. What's good, man? Yeah, man.
You know what I seen, which is crazy? How they tried, somebody literally tried to spin I didn't watch the whole thing because I knew they was bugging. They tried to spin the block on Boots, basically saying when Boots was shadowboxing in an interview, when he said the whole 55-45 to the winner. Yo, I literally was like, this YouTube cat literally was like, nah, see, because when Dev, you ain't fight Dev, why would you? I'm like, yo, that has nothing to do with Dev. I'm like, Boots and Dev didn't fight at 147 because Boots was up out of there. And let's face it, Devin wasn't going to fight Boots.
That's a fact. I don't think that Devin, see, the thing is, my issue with Devin is the fact that if you're going to talk about fighting Xander at 154 just because he had 2 titles, well, all right, let's go ahead and see you challenge the winner of this fight after June 27th. You ain't got no fight like that for real at 147 currently, you know what I mean? So, shit, let's go and see you move up and be the best. If you looking to fight the best, let's see him be the best and fight one of those guys between Xander Zayas and Boots. Let's see Devin challenge himself and put himself to the test if he's that guy.
But my whole thing is, I don't like let's say if Boots wins, because Xander I think is a little bit more tame, but Boots is a bigger name, and in my opinion, than Xander. They will do him like they did 10 years ago. It will always be some kind of mention of Boots and Boots. I don't want to see Boots go through that. Because it's basically damn near a smear campaign. That's what they do. They smear their competition, who they probably think, well, yeah, they might get my fight. You know, they might be able to beat that. So it'll be a whole conglomerate of YouTubers and everything coming against Boots. It's starting to form a little bit right now from some of the whispers I'm seeing on YouTube. So it's like I don't want to see Boots go through that. Tank is Tank, and he shouldn't have went through it. But Boots, he's real quiet, laid back, don't really say much to nobody. And for them to put that smear campaign out on him over, because they want to make Dev relevant, I do not want to see that. I don't want to see Dev mention Boots after the one if Boots beats Xander.
What you think about that, D-Free?
I think when it comes to Boots, I think Boots really don't care. I think he really don't care. He'll get in the ring with him. But Boots' name is growing. I think Boots has a lot of work at 54. I don't think he needs to worry about Devin. He can become a superstar without fighting Devin because you got Virgil Ortiz, you got Tim Tszyu, you got Boxram, you got Sebastian, you got Earl coming back. If Earl is victorious over Tim Tszyu, that's another fight that you can have at 54. There's a lot of work for Boots at 54, and if he can clear out that division, Boots will be a superstar. He don't need Devin to be a superstar. He will be a superstar just clearing out 54. So, I think Boots will get in the ring with anybody. I think he'll get if he can make the weight. I think he'll get in the ring with anybody. And I don't see very many people beating Boots. I just don't. I think Sebastian Fendora has a good chance of beating him because he's learning how to fight behind that long reach. So he has a good chance. But outside of that, I don't think nobody else at 54 beat Jerome Boots Ennis right now. I don't care. You can put Jamel in there. You can put Earl in there. I don't think none of those guys beat Jerome Boots Ennis right now at 54. I definitely don't think Devin will beat him. I think Devin probably gets stopped 9 times out of 10. He probably gets stopped against Jerome Boots Ennis.
I agree.
What you think, Crush, man?
Hey, man. Like Brother D-Free was just spilling. Like I said earlier, I mean, ain't much to say. These guys, they ain't got nothing to do. They keep talking about they the best. Okay, kill the false advertisement and all the fraudulent talk and get in the ring. This would be these two guys actually wind up getting in the ring. They would do boxing such a great service because this is what we need to see. And this is what these guys should want to do. Because we tired of the talk. We see people who ain't talking. They getting in there and say, hell yeah, we're going to do this. So we tired of the talk. Enough is enough. These guys can't do no more talking. There are a couple of gentlemen that raised the bar. And we didn't have enough of it. It's been going on too long. The cap is over. Quit it. Give it up. Just give it up and be critical and reality about your favorite fighter because they ain't doing what they say they doing. So you can't be who you are if you ain't showing us. So we don't want to hear it no more. They did overcooked it, burnt it, blew it up, and all type of things. So we don't want to hear it no more. So like I said earlier, with Xander and Boots getting in the ring, hey man, this just put all these dudes feet to the fire if they ain't doing the same thing. All of them, they ain't doing what they doing. This is what it is. It's nothing else. I explained it earlier. Do I got to keep repeating it? Take those damn sugar babies off their ears and deal with the reality. But they want to keep getting on interviews and behind keyboards and Lexing and all this with this nonsense. That's why these dudes are none of that until they do the total opposite. That's all I got.
Yeah, Xander exposed everybody. He exposed everybody. He did. He said, y'all say he's the best. Okay, I believe I'm the best. I'm gonna beat him. Top Rank didn't want that fight. He said, I don't care what you want. I want the fight. We heard Eddie Hearn what he said. He said, if I was Bob Hearn, I would have kept him far away from Jerome Business. I would have some easy title defenses. I wouldn't have let him fight no Jerome Business. But like I said, Xander exposed everybody.
Yeah, sure enough did.
And Xander, he's got a good point where he's young, and he, I think he was going to go to 160. He probably was having a good, strong debate about going to 160. So if he loses, he's young enough to come back, go to 160. It's not really too much competition up there for him. He may be able to become undisputed at 160. You never know. But I think he's just in a situation where if he loses, it's not going to be too big of a shock to his career. Because losing a Boots ain't, lose a Boots, you lose a Boots. And if Boots' projection meets up with, expectations, he's going to go down to, maybe this generation is one of the greatest.
Yeah, agreed. You got 2 cents?
Come back to me.
2 cents still busy right now, but she gonna cook when she's available. What you got next for us, Cam? I think we didn't click on that.
Man, one thing I want to say right now too, this one thing, this is something I was thinking about, as far as like with them Boots and like guys like Abdullah Mason, like these two guys right now, both of these guys, they both fighting in back-to-back weeks. June 27th, and then Abdullah, July 4th. You know what I mean? Both of these guys is a lot. They're gaining a lot of fans. They're not talking much, but they letting their hands do the action out there, man. When they get out there and they're kind of having this. I love Boots' attitude that he's bringing to the table, where he's like, man, I ain't fighting for worrying about what the fans got going on and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do my thing. I ain't got to worry about whether they're gonna diminish, who I'm fighting, or before the fight or after the fight. I ain't got to worry about that. I'm just gonna do my thing and do me 100%. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way with Abdullah Mason as well. Like, just trying to go out there and handle business with whoever it is. I've seen people out there, putting a lot of slack, talking about, oh yeah, Abdullah Mason, he fighting Joe Cordina. People ain't criticizing Abdullah Mason for fighting Joe Cordina. Well, for one, Joe Cordina is Abdullah Mason's mandatory for the WBO, for one. Then for two, Abdullah Mason, he didn't have no choice but to fight Joe Cordina at this fucking point. You know what I'm saying? Who else y'all wanted to fight? Because I'll tell you right now, a lot of no other guys ain't gonna put it to the plate right now and fight him right now. That's just the fact of the matter. You know what I'm saying? So let him get his first title defense in his hometown in Cleveland, man, and do his thing out there. And he's the first person to fight on this TNT Sports deal, by the way, just to add contacts, by the way. So all the little flack out there I've been seeing from some of the little, you know, little Shakur fans, Mr. Rich in particular, not Radio Too Rich, Radio Rich. You know what I'm saying? Him in particular, and I say his name. I don't give a damn. He don't come over here because he's scared as hell for real. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying in general, like, yeah, bro, don't criticize the shit because this is a mandatory fight for one. Then on top of that, a lot of other guys ain't trying to fight Abdullah right now, in particular, as well. You know what I mean? So don't criticize the shit because Alvin Friday was moving him up from 130. You know what I'm saying? Off a loss to Anthony Kakasi. If we want to add context, if they want to talk about it, for us, Joe Cordina.
You talking about when he lost?
They fucking Matchroom paid Joe. They paid for Joe Cordina to be in the rankings for the WBC, so it can look like it was a good ranked fight between Shakur and Joe Cordina for his first fight on the deal at Matchroom. Because we want to add contacts.
But I mean, with Abdullah, I think 135.
I would say this: Abdullah Mason and Boots, them two guys. Those are the guys. You know, post tank. These are the two guys.
Yeah.
Then you probably see Scooter Davis come after that. Probably Scooter Davis gonna get scrutinized and get every fight diminished. You know that he has and stuff. Before the fight and after the fight, the same way that it's happening between Abdullah Mason and Boots Ennis as well. It's going to happen.
It
always happens with a particular black fighter in every era. In every era, you know what I'm saying? From the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s on up. You know what I mean? It's always one specific fighter that the fans will critique in every fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Whether they fighting, the best or they fucking fighting a tune-up or whatsoever. Like, they going to always criticize a lot of these guys on who they fight all the time.
But see, I think like in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the fighters weren't being paid these crazy purses. So they were fighting way more, which, you even like, let's take Manny, because Manny, I kind of went through like almost 3 decades, I guess, or 2, whatever. Manny fought a lot of whatever fights. Because you're staying busy, but now the fighter staying busy, he gets critiqued for staying busy. It's like, dude, I'm staying busy. I'm staying sharp, but you're critiquing me or you're getting on me for staying sharp because I'm not fighting a person you want me to fight at the time you want me to fight him. And I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, man. I mean, I would say this with a whole bunch. I see people talking about it. Like, yeah, right. I want to respond to that. Yeah, like nobody yet, but with Crocker and Ben, like, yeah, a lot of like the casual fans wouldn't care for that fight, but us as hardcore as we want to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like, because those guys, that's what they got going on with the IBF over there. You know what I mean? Like that little the UK and them guys over there in Europe, they gonna love that fight. They gonna love that fight. Us in US, we won't care for it as much. But me as a fan, I want to see. I like Karen. Karen ain't that bad, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Since he showed me what he did, so he competed in that fight with Boots, where he literally lost the fight. Both fights handily. You know what I'm saying? Like Boots won both fights handily, but like he competed in both. You know what I'm saying? In the second fight, he competed. You know what I'm saying? Like, then Karen, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying it's a. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the whole entire landscape. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people won't talk about Crocker fighting Leon Pyro or Karen Tugazazian fighting Patty Donovan. Like a lot of these people won't watch that fight when these guys had those fights. A lot of these people won't watch those fights.
But see,
You know what I'm
Cam,
saying?
my frame of thought is
only
this.
people is us real hardcores that's really covering them. You know, but everybody know, like, I cover the whole entire landscape from all the weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Regardless on what it is. Right now, we wouldn't even be talking about Shakur and Devin if Shakur didn't do this fucking interview, to be honest. That's real shit. Like, if Shakur didn't do this interview, we wouldn't even be talking about this dude right now.
No,
That's
not at
real
all.
shit.
Not at all.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We would have been talking about some whole other shit. You know what I mean? For real. You feel me? That's just me personally. You know what I mean?
But yo, Karen, see, this is the way I think. Especially when I said, like, I was like, yeah, I want to see Karen fight Dev. I want to see that because I wanted to see, okay, how would Dev go up against Karen, knowing I already saw Boots beat Karen twice? I want to see how that works out. Because that's how old, you got to figure in the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all those boxers, they kind of fought each other. So it's always, well, he did this with some, even that Sugar, Duran, Hearns, whole trio thing. They kind of all fought each other so you can gauge, well, he fought, they have a similar competition. Even when Shakur, I don't know how much truth, they all lie a lot, but when Lamont Roach is like, well, yeah, I was in talks with Shakur. If I'm Shakur, I take that Lamont Roach fight. I don't take the T.O. fight. I take the Lamont Roach fight because if I dog walk Lamont Roach, I can talk crazy to Tank.
That's
crazy to Tank. So, that's what I think fighters should take, kind of go down those different ways with stuff. I mean, Devin kind of did it with Ryan, but it kind of backfired on him. But I think it's good for competition. I think it's good for people like us to talk about the comparisons or how one fighter did with him, and another fighter did with him and things like that. Even with Artunian and Bud and Boots. People was talking about that. Well, Boots got him out there faster, yada, yada, yada. I think it just creates better buzz for fighters to, be compared.
Yeah, man. I just like right now, like my boy Aircraft said, that like a lot of these guys in this area, a lot of these guys are divas, and some of these guys be sending a lot of smoke screens in between fights saying, yeah, I want to fight this guy, but then behind the scenes, they in the deal making a fight with a whole nother guy. You know what I'm saying? We're just seeing that too much behind the scenes from a lot of these guys currently. You know what I'm saying? That's why it'd be hard for me to take a lot of these guys seriously when they come up to these conversations at times, when they be sitting up here trying to defend guys, when we're seeing these fighters in 4K contradict themselves time after time in certain particular interviews, in certain cases on social media, etc., where, like, I mean, this shit just be nasty work, man, for real. But, you know what I'm saying? This shit make headlines. So then we talk about it because it's the hottest topic in boxing at the time. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, with a guy like, we ain't even reading the context what Eddie Hearn was on in his interview. Like, Eddie Hearn, he was popping it crazy in his interview. You know what I'm saying? Him talking about how Conor Ben, played him cock, basically saying that he ain't owe him no money, etc. and everything. And Eddie Hearn said he wasn't going to work with him no more. And he exposed Turkey in a sense too, in the same sense in the interview, saying that Turkey is not spending a lot of money right now on events as he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not doing many events as he was the last 2 years. You know what I mean?
Now, is that because of the war or because of they losing money?
Everything, you know what I'm saying? But then he's still working with these guys with particular fighters. But the thing is tricky with Eddie Hearn and the promoters, which I still having a rapport with working with him. He's still behind the scenes, checking out contracts and checking out situations with fighters that they have on their roster and trying to, make them off the roster. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother case right there that people ain't, looking at in reality too as well, along with these promoters having that relationship with Turkey. You know what I mean? That's why, these guys got to be careful and be conscious of what they're doing and make sure they got their contracts together for us, they fighters on their staples. Because Turkey, he's trying to snatch all of them. You know what I'm saying? If AJ wasn't tied in and locked into Turkey, to Eddie Hearn, the way he is, and been loyal to him from day one, man, he would have been over there with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Would have been over there.
So you think that's what's gonna happen with Zuffa? You think Zuffa's gonna start trying to pick fighters here and there from the bigger promoters?
And they doing it already as it is. They already taking everybody's leftovers. They taking everybody's leftovers currently right now. So if they get a chance to get like a star guy, they got a chance. Like you hear Shakur in the interview, Shakur said, "Yeah, I haven't talked to Zuffa yet."
He told us said they're giving good money to boxers. I think he's basically on.
And of course, Devin. Devin's about whatever right now because he's independent at this point. But he fuck around to go to Zuffa. He may have to fuck around and tie in at least 2-3 fights if he go to Zuffa. I don't think Devin has the value to sit there and go and fight one fight over there. You know what I'm saying? Devin probably do business with Turkey with Ring Magazine, but it's gonna be with a guy that Turkey wants him to fight. I don't think Turkey's in the business of giving Devin a layup and paying for a fight for Devin Haney right now. That's just the fact of the matter. I don't think he's in the business of that. I don't think he's in the business of probably giving Shakur Stevenson a layup as well right now at this moment. Like,
I mean, not at this moment. They're gonna have to make money.
They want to play bucks right now. They want to make some money off of these guys, and if they don't see that much value in them, they're not going to work that much with them. That's why you're going to see Shakur and some of these guys bounce around and try to be cool with motherfuckers. Shakur going to be cool as hell with Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? Just in case shit don't go well with him in Turkey. Devin gonna do what all this take. Devin was the same guy that almost fought on Black Prime before he ended up fighting Jose Ramirez. Devin Haney was about to fight on Black Prime.
That's crazy.
Like when we say shit like that, it's like you don't even understand the value of those guys. I'm like, bro, like this guy was literally about to fight on Black Prime. Black Prime only did like a handful of events. That man Bud Crawford in that fight with David Avanesha, he robbed them clean in that fight. He had them boys go bankrupt
with no gun, no match.
You know what I mean? Like that, Devin was about to fight there before he ended up linking up with Turkey Al-Sheikh and getting on his knees for Turkey Al-Sheikh, him and Bill. Now that's just the fact of the matter. And in the competition at Zuffa ain't even crazy for real. Like the competition ain't like it's low-level guys, mid-level guys fight each other. Ain't nothing really like they probably thrown maybe 2 events out of the 6 that's been decent. Like the fights ain't crazy like that. Yeah, we getting some knockouts in the process and a couple of fights, but it ain't crazy. It ain't quality action like Pro Box. Pro Box has quality action. We're not seeing quality action from Zuffa. You know what I'm saying? They're giving us the quantity at this point. We're not seeing the quality. That boy Chevron says Zuffa is like Pro Box. Man, bro, I don't know, like Zuffa. I'm like, bro, like I don't have no problem with Zuffa. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how they dealing with the fighters as far as them owning the fighters pretty much. I don't like that shit because I feel like the fighters have to have control to whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? But it's so be it. If these guys want to sign over there and do what they do, hey, do what you do. I just gonna tell you right now, I don't see that being well for a lot of fighters in the long run going over there. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I mean? And I'm for the better of the fighters and for the sport in general rather than, just for the company in general, you feel me? Like, that's just, the simple fact of the matter right there. But it's lit, man. It's crazy. What we got on? All right, P. Hunter, man. I'm about to close it out, brother, man. Salute to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
All right, man. You have a good day, man.
You too, brother. You too. You too. All right, yeah, man. So another fire show, man, for sure, man. Y'all already know the vibes, man, for sure. This shit was cool, man, for sure. And I gotta say it again, like I wouldn't even be talking about this shit for real. If this man didn't do this interview for real, honestly, because I really be dreading to watch Shakur interview nowadays. That's just me personally. I be dreading to watch some of his interview nowadays. Like, shit be, it just don't be where it's at half of the time, man, for real. Because I know it's gonna be a lot of contradictions and a lot of, wild shit going on for us, Shakur Stevenson, man. The Eddie Hearn interview was very interesting, man. I wanted to get into the Bulls interview. Bulls got a new interview that I want to get into, but I'm gonna do that tomorrow on the show tomorrow. We're gonna be back live tomorrow. I'm trying to see if I'm going to do it more. I'm going to let y'all know what time. Because usually, y'all already know on Wednesdays, we usually live at about 6 p.m. You know what I'm saying? 6:30 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesdays in the evening. So I'm trying to think if I'm going to make it a morning show or an evening show. Regardless, we're going to have a show regardless, whether it's in the morning or it's going to be in the evening. So regardless, we're going to be lit tomorrow, though, for sure, man. So definitely check out the content, man. I'm about to start, putting together some videos on some shit together, working on some shit right now. A lot of stuff that I got going on behind the scenes, you feel me? Laughed at my wife, she crazy. Talking about going to the gym, she crazy. So I gotta go to the gym with the wifey today. So yeah, man. So we staying active though, man, for sure, man. We just staying active, bro. We gonna be live at least, definitely throughout this whole entire week. I'll tell you, we'll be live Thursday in the morning. We kind of react to a lot of shit on Thursdays. Friday, we'll be back live for sure for the predictions for the fights for the ladies for Friday night, man, on Friday morning for sure. And then, Saturday, we'll do a morning show Saturday and cook up, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to be live throughout this whole entire week, man. Of course, 6 days just cooking up. You know what I'm saying? Staying active on the show, man. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. We definitely active on here right now, man, for sure. Trying to give everybody the best, content much as possible, man, for us boxing. Of course, got an NFL show we about to be premiering. I got a whole football and basketball show that's we about to be premiering as well this week too, man. So it's a lot of shit that we got going on, man. And salute to my boy Big Dre, man, for the big $5 banker and the super chat. And I gotta, for my boy Big Dre, man, I know I got my brother drop. I'm gonna definitely play my brother's drop, man, before we get out of here along with the outro, man. But I want to say I appreciate everybody, man, with the love that everybody's been giving, for us, the content, man. We definitely, appreciate it, and we love y'all. We truly do love y'all, man. And we trying to stay active 100% for y'all and get y'all the best content that, possible. Of course, y'all see my boy Boston Source, like, it be journalists, it be media, it be a whole lot of, shit going on over here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we in the game in that, man, for real, man. So we be dropping some gems, man. So definitely stay tuned then, man. I'll let y'all know what time I go live tomorrow. It'll probably be, I'm going to see. It's either in the morning or it's going to be in the evening at, 5:36 p.m. tomorrow. So I'll let y'all know what time. You know what I'm saying? I got to gauge it out and see what my timing is like on shit. But most definitely, we will be live tomorrow. So salute to y'all. Enjoy y'all Tuesday evening, man, for sure. Y'all Tuesday afternoon, wherever y'all at. You know what I'm saying? Love y'all. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. You dig? And make sure, hey, and when we go over there, I'm about to fuck my boy Dane. So salute to my brother Dane. We about to go over there too, by the way, too, after this.
All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. It's showtime like Kareem Lakers. I make a masterpiece chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Rest in peace, the Nippy was the street savior. Got my credit right now, I need acres. Gotta turn your dirty money into clean paper. Trying to own a franchise without a key player. I go through hoes like I weave laces. Tree blazers, let they mama noodles be flavored. Meat takers that be acting like the D sacred. You bust seeing you would think they on their knees praying. Then I slide like a screensaver. When I'm done, make some scrambled eggs, cheese bacon. Then it's on to the next, I ain't a speed dater. Little bitch ain't gon' hear from me till weeks later. I don't see no things changing. Kids still dodging bullets like they seen Matrix. These young niggas really need saving, but OGs won't teach them that the street's dangerous. All my life I had to be patient. Like Meek Millie, I was dream chasing. Finger to the law when I see haters. Oh, the feeling when you tell your niggas we made it. Ooh, baby.
It's live, it's local, it's boxing. Jetta Promotions returns to Charm City at the Hilton, Baltimore Inner Harbor, 401 West Pratt Street in Baltimore, Maryland. Saturday, April 25th, for a night of championship boxing, featuring a host of young professionals and future champions. Fighters like Scooter Davis, Tyler Langer, Ezra Turner, Bria Miller, Sharame Patricio, Muhammad Robinson, Demetrius Ballard, Omari Lawrence. Come out and see them live and in person. Enjoy the thunder of the leather and the pace of the action. Don't think about it, be about it. Get your tickets today, JettaPromotionsBoxing.com. That's JettaPromotionsBoxing.com.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, salute to my boy Big Dre, man, for sure, man. April 25th, Scooter Davis, man, back in full effect, man. Big fight coming up, man, for my dog, man. And salute to my boy D1, man, and William Old School, Angry White Man Boxing Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brothers, man. They live every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, man. Salute to my guys as well, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, man. See y'all tomorrow.